This is unusual. At least it's unusual for Jamestown Blue Jay football. They know they're not going to the playoffs. The first time the program will miss since 2019. So what is there to play for tonight for Jamestown? Well, there's plenty. And the attitude of head coach Bill Nelson toward and about his team hasn't changed.
There's no sense that our season is coming to an end. Their attitudes are good. They're still getting on each other. They're still having fun. They're still working hard. They're still doing the things we're asking them to do. This is a really good group of boys, and I said this early on. They're not boys or young men. It's not about the wins and losses like they all hear me say. The most important thing is seeing you 10, 12, 15 years on down the line in a career that you love, hopefully starting a family and giving back to your community. That means more to me than anything.
No doubt there'll be emotion among a lot of Blue Jays tonight, and they're playing a team that's already set to go to the playoffs after two big wins. St. Mary's. The curtain closes on 2025 Blue Jay football. It's Jamestown and St. Mary's next on Jamestown 107.1.
Jamestown Blue Jays football is brought to you by Creative Energy and Dan Superstop, Dakota Central, Hugo's Family Marketplace, Otter Tail Power Company, Professional Eye Care Centers, The Frontier Ford Grill, Unison Bank, Hillerud Construction, SMP Health Ave Maria, Gun and Reel Sports, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Insurance, Steve Benyon Agent, Jamestown Country Club, Originals, Apex Physical Therapy, Jamestown Parks and Recreation, Johnny B's Brick House, Buffalo City Diesel, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, RM Stout, and Pit Stop Express Lube. Now, Jamestown Blue Jays football.
And one final time in 2025 from Raleigh-Greeno Field at Charlotte and Gordon Hansen Stadium, Jamestown Blue Jay football, as tonight the Blue Jays take on the St. Mary's Saints. Happy to have you with us, BJ Walters, filling in for David Burrell, who is on the road headed towards Bemidji, Minnesota, my old stomping grounds. And tonight we have Sean Hogan providing the pictures on the 107.1 Sports YouTube channel. You can watch this game courtesy of Johnny B's Brick House and Mike Side. Vinny Rappel, BJ Walters with you. And Vinny, it's never fun when you know that a season is ending on that night, because it's almost certainly not a playoff game at that point. And for Jamestown, as David so ably put it, this is not normal for the Blue Jays, but a chance to bookend the season with wins.
Right, it's definitely important to have your team play well in the last game, especially because it's the last, and for the seniors especially, because the seniors, a lot of them won't put on a jersey again.
They certainly won't, and for Jamestown, they were eliminated not just with the loss to Minot North a week ago, 49-14. Look, a lot of people have lost to Minot North 49-14 this year. They may be the future AA state champions, but when St. Mary's jumped all over Watford City a week ago, 21-0 in the first 6 minutes, en route to a 35-12 win, that eliminated the Blue Jays. So what is on the line tonight? Well, actually quite a bit if you're Bismarck St. Mary's, because, Vinny, you know the old rule in North Dakota. If you're going to the playoffs and you want to make a run, step one is stay the heck away from the Kindred Vikings. And if St. Mary's can win tonight, that would improve the chances of avoiding the Kindred Vikings.
Right, they definitely want to avoid them as much as possible if they can. If they can control it, they're going to try to do what they can to do it.
This is a Bismarck St. Mary's team that has won 2 in a row. They are peaking at the right time. And for Jamestown, they opened their season with a win over Wahpeton. That was way back in August, and now they try to bookend it with a win over the Bismarck St. Mary's Saints. We have a lot to do on our pregame tonight. We will have our pregame visit with Blue Jay head coach Bill Nelson coming up. Also, a look at what else is going on in the state tonight. Speaking of Kindred, they might be in the most interesting game in the state tonight in AA, and it's a big rivalry for them as well. We'll have that, and for the other games in the state, Minnie and I will take a look at them as well. We are happy to have you with us on a rather warm late October evening. It is Jamestown and Bismarck St. Mary's here on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
At Unison Bank, we provide financial solutions for customers to meet their needs today and achieve their dreams tomorrow. From personal banking services like checking accounts, mortgage and auto loans, to business banking services. At Unison Bank, we offer financial solutions with prompt responses and quality service. Visit unisonbank.com for more information. Located in Jamestown, Linton, and Wishing, as well as Gilbert, Arizona. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's Twins baseball season, and at RM Stout Incorporated, we're hitting a grand slam of deals on new and used vehicles. Just like the Twins, we're dedicated to winning for you. From sleek sedans and SUVs to powerful trucks, find your perfect ride at RM Stout Inc. We've got the selection, the service, and the financing options you need. So root for the Twins and cruise on down to RM Stout today. Visit us in Jamestown. Call 701-252-2270 or browse online at stoutcars.com. RM Stout Incorporated, for the best value.
Need some custom screen printed t-shirts? Lots of t-shirts? You need originals.
Originals!
Or do you just need one shirt with your corporate logo for the new guy?
Originals!
Caps, jackets, U sizes, adult sizes, Blue Jay apparel, Jimmy apparel. You need originals. There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's originals. They can also do online stores for your sports team or business. 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays. Visit originals.com.
Johnny B's Brickhouse, famous for their pizza, but wait, there's pasta, and their amazing wings, and fresh ground hamburgers, tasty salads and appetizers too. And for dessert, you can't beat their sweet sticks. Come on out for Tuesday night trivia and live entertainment every Thursday night. The place to be is Johnny B's, smack dab in the middle of Main Street, downtown Jamestown. And remember, for delivery and carryout, call 952-8777.
Jamestown 107.1.
Jamestown and St. Mary's at Hansen Stadium in the Blue Jays' final game of 2025. Continuing on our pregame. Hello, I'm David Burrow, and here's what else is happening tonight. 11 AA West, we know all the playoff teams. It's just the seeds have not been determined yet. We know that Minot North, Devils Lake, Watford City, and St. Mary's are going to the playoffs. Minot North, we know also, is the top seed, and the Sentinels will close their regular season tonight at Dickinson. And Devils Lake will play at Watford City. If the Firebirds win, they're the 2 seed. Watford City's Wolves need a victory by them and a Jamestown win over St. Mary's to be the 2 seed. The best St. Mary's can be is the 3 seed, and that's with a win over the Blue Jays tonight. In 11 AA East, it's showdown between rivals tonight in Kindred as the Vikings host the Squirrels of Central Cass. And there's another showdown in Grand Forks with Central meeting Red River. And it's Fargo South at Wahpeton. All sorts of possibilities here. Central Cass can be the 2nd seed if they lose to Kindred. If Central defeats Red River, but if Central Cass loses to Kindred and Red River beats Central, Red River would be the 2 seed. Central Cass 3, Central 4. But if Fargo South can defeat Wahpeton and Red River loses to Central, well, Fargo South will be the 4 seed. Still a lot can happen in 11 AA East. 11 AAA West, not complicated at all there. Bismarck plays at Century. The winner's the 1 seed, the loser's the 2 seed. And Mandan is at Legacy, with the winner being the 3 seed and the loser the 4 seed. Minot plays at Williston, with the winner avoiding a winless season. In 11 AAA East, Davies has clinched the 1 seed. They're at home to Fargo North. But also Horace is at Shanley and West Fargo's at Cheyenne, and there are many, many possibilities there. Shanley is the 2 seed with a win over Horace and a West Fargo defeat of Cheyenne. But you get into point differential, and the best chance for West Fargo is to win by at least 13 points. There really isn't time to explain it all here. But we will tell you about 11A and 9-man playoffs, which begin tomorrow, and there are area teams in action. In 11A, it's Ellendale, Edgeley, Cullum. After an 8-1 regular season, the winners of Region 1 hosting Grafton. And that game can be heard tomorrow afternoon, starting at 12:30 on the Tornado, 12:20 a.m., 100.3 and 95.9 FM. And 3 area teams are playing in 9-man, including the defending champion New Rockford Cheyenne-Manic Rockets, who've had a very difficult week having to deal with the tragic death in an auto accident last Sunday of backup lineman Tucker Fall. The Rockets will host Hatton Northwood tomorrow. That game at 12 noon tomorrow with BJ on the Cardinals, 1600 100.1. Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, also in action tomorrow. The Lobos, the winners of Region 1, will host 4 wins, and that game is tomorrow at 12:30 on Thunder Country 98.3 FM. And Napoleon Gackle Streeter also in action tomorrow afternoon in the first round of the 9-man playoffs. They'll make the trip to meet a good Alexander team on the road. That's what's happening around North Dakota high school football. Coming up, more of our pregame and back to BJ at Hansen Stadium as Jamestown closes out 2025 season against St. Mary's on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, you set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and Experience IQ today at www.dakotacentral.com.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, the largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But if you can't wait to go to the store, Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at hugos.com. Once you're done shopping, choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace, online shopping at hugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Pain doesn't have to be part of your everyday. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness Center, our expert team works one-on-one with you to find the root cause and help you get back to doing what you love, pain-free. Whether it's recovering from surgery, improving mobility, or managing chronic pain, we have the tools and expertise to help you. Take the first step towards feeling better. Call us today at 701-892-8632 or visit apexptwellness.com. Apex Physical Therapy, stronger every day.
Two Rivers Activity Center in Jamestown is hiring. Do you like interacting with people? Do you enjoy a fun, upbeat atmosphere and a clean workspace? If so, the perfect opportunity awaits you at Track. They're currently hiring for a variety of part-time positions for lifeguard and guest service and wellness attendants. They'll work with your existing schedule, whether you already have another job or are a college student. Check out trackjamestown.com to learn more about these positions and how to apply today.
Back at Raleigh Green Oak Field at Charlotte and Gordon Hansen Stadium, it's the Blue Jays and the
107.1. Jamestown 107.1.
Back in Jamestown. I jumped the gun a little bit. That's not on Vinny. That's on me. And so, back here inside the booth, BJ Walters and Vinny Rappel with you. And Vinny, let's expand upon the local teams and the teams that are on the I3G Media Sports Network tomorrow. Let's begin with the game that you and I have. We don't really know, I don't think, what to expect at the outset tomorrow. Now, once the game settles in, the defending champs are still the defending champs. Their quarterback has still thrown more touchdown passes and incompletions this year, and they're still the favorite to win it again.
Right, I definitely think New Rockford's they got a lot to play for tomorrow. Tomorrow's their journey of playing for something bigger than football, playing for Tucker.
That's right, and we will have it for you. It begins at noon on KDAK 100.1 AM 1600. Let's talk about the team that everybody expects to meet New Rockford Cheyenne-Maddock in the state championship game. That is Lemoore Litchfield Marion. They will be on our sister station, Thunder Country, 98.3 at 1:30, hosting 4 wins. I do not anticipate them having much difficulty tomorrow.
Right, I definitely think Lemore's a great team, and Fowen's going to give them a fight, but I don't know if they got the speed to keep up with Lemore.
They may very well not. Now, in 11A, Ellendale Edgeley-Colm actually got the number 3 overall seed. They're rated better than Belva in the playoffs. They open against the Grafton Spoilers. Ellendale Edgeley-Colm will have to do it without Ivan Kareff, their number 1 running back, but that's an Ellendale Edgeley-Colm team that only one loss on the season, and it was a weird 6-0 game to Hillsborough Central Valley, but number 3 seed, and certainly a threat to get to the Dome.
Right, definitely. Grafton's might be giving them a good fight, as it should be a good game, and definitely a game that people are going to want to watch.
You and I have seen that Grafton team. I don't think that's the easy game that some folks anticipate. I really don't think it is. And so you'll be able to keep up with Ellendale Edgeley-Colm, New Rockford Cheyenne Maddock, and Lemoore Litchfield Marion, all postseason long on the networks of I3G Media. When we come back, we'll sit down with the head coach of the Blue Jays, and that is Bill Nelson. And we'll do that in just a moment on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
On the field, every second counts, and when injuries happen, you need a hometown advantage. At JRMC Orthopedics, our local team offers fast access to expert care, so you don't have to travel out of town. From sprains all the way to joint replacements, even same day, we've got you covered. The best plays start with getting back in the game. Orthopedic care that keeps you moving. It's right here. Visit jrmcnd.com to learn more. At the Chiropractic Arts Clinic in Jamestown, they understand that pain can keep you from performing at your very best. Whether you're an athlete, a weekend warrior, or simply living an active life, offering personalized care focusing on lasting results, helping you recover, move better, and feel your very best. Proudly serving the Jamestown community for over 25 years. That's the Chiropractic Arts Clinic, 252-2424. And good luck, Jamestown Blue Jays and Jimmies, in this year's sports season.
Jamestown 107.1.
Back in Jamestown, it is the Blue Jays and the St. Mary's Saints to conclude the 2025 season, joined by Blue Jay head coach Bill Nelson. Is this a weird week? Usually a senior's career is, I'm focused on the next play, oh my gosh, it's over. They've had a week to sort of soak it in. Is this a weird week?
It isn't and it isn't, because this group of kids, and Coach Graber and I were watching, we do our pre-practice stuff every day, and there's no sense that our season is coming to an end after Friday night. Their attitudes are good. They're still getting on each other. They're still having fun. They're still working hard. They're still doing the things we're asking them to do. This is a really good group of boys, and I said this early on. They're not boys, they're young men. It's not about the wins and losses like they all hear me say. The most important thing is seeing you 10, 12, 15 years on down the line in a career that you love, hopefully starting a family and giving back to your community. That means more to me than anything.
This senior class, what's it mean to you?
I told someone the other day, I said I'm going to cry no matter what, whether it's win or loss. The kids put in we ask them to do a lot, from the time they're freshmen. And we talk about this, that before you know it, you think it's going to take forever, and it doesn't. In the snap of a finger, you're a senior, and you're guaranteed that next day. You know what I mean? And we have all these opportunities to get better. Winter, spring, summer, and we have all these different things, and you come to realize that you got to, it's also twofold. You need to apply it too. And we have a really good group of young men. Like, I couldn't ask for a better group of kids. Last night, we went up and we cleaned up the pumpkin patch. We helped with the pumpkin patch for 5 weeks. We do it for the last 5 years, and a little service project, and they needed some help cleaning up, so we took 70-plus guys up last night, and it was in the dark. We were tearing the tent down, and what do we need next? What do we need next? You know what I mean? And we got done. I said, seniors, I need a favor. We ran over to an ex-coach's house, and we moved a patio, and they didn't blink an eye. Yeah, Coach, we got you. You know what I mean? It's like, that's just how these guys are, these kids are. So, it's going to be a successful group of young men. Like I said, it's going to be emotional pre-game, going to be emotional after the game, no matter what the scoreboard reads. But that's the ultimate thing, is you're kicking out good kids, and we are.
You've got St. Mary's coming in. They are a team that is certainly peaking at the right time. 2 straight wins last week, clinched a playoff spot. What do you see from tonight's opponent?
Run heavy. They're going to get downhill. They do some different things, but Beckett Price, the running back's a junior, pretty talented kid. He's got a good burst to him. You got to contain him. That's the number one thing. We got to slow their run game down. We got to be physical. They're an under center high formation team. Will they get in some spread stuff? Yeah, they do, but they want to run the ball, and they were able to pop a big one early right away against Watford. And a young man that kind of ran wild on us didn't play last week, and they got one early. They got inside at the next play, and they got another one quick, and it was 21-0. I think 6 minutes in first quarter. Watford can be a really good football team, which we knew, but they're not a team that scores quickly unless they hit you with counter the third play. You know what I mean? But so they came out strong right out of the gates, and I think it was like 35-12, so I thought that would have been a little closer game. Good for them. They've kind of putting some things together, but they're also coming into our place, and we're ready to roll our sleeves up and get to work.
You guys have been together for 8 weeks now. Where have you seen the biggest growth in your football team this year, and then where do you want to see the biggest growth in the off season?
Yeah, they've stayed together, you know what I mean, and they've kind of gelled continuously as the season went along. And you have some adversity. Everybody has some adversity, and there's we've slowly gotten a little bit better, and we've had some bumps in the road, but they've stayed together. They care for each other. Like we talk about the I care, you care, we care. You know what I mean? And if you're not showing up with that right mentality, that right mindset every single day, every single play, it can go the other way. And the older kids have done a nice job, or leadership council's done a good job keeping things together. It's just a matter of you want to leave it better than you found it. Like at the end of the year, when we do our individual meetings, I ask them one thing: you've seen leadership you've liked, you've seen leadership you don't like. What are you going to do to make it better for the next season? We're not going to talk about next year. We're worried about Bismarck St. Mary's and playing the best you can be. And like I said, if you can look in the mirror at the end of the day and you gave everything you had, give me a hug, I love you. Once Blue Jay, always Blue Jay.
Well, have some fun out there, and good luck tonight.
All right, thanks, sir.
Up next, we'll have the Pit Stop Express Lube starting lineups, and soon the opening kick from Hansen Stadium on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Are you looking for a rewarding job and a great environment where you can make a difference in someone else's life every day? SMP Health Ave Maria in Jamestown is looking for you. Visit smthealth.org/Ave Maria and click on the Careers tab to find the most up-to-date openings available. smthealth.org/Ave Maria. They're currently looking for nurses, housekeepers, CNAs, and universal assistants. Be sure to visit their website if you're interested and qualified for any of the positions that are open. smthealth.org/Ave Maria.
Stadium with the Pit Stop Express Lube starting lineups, and Jamestown has won the toss and deferred their option to the second half. And so here is the St. Mary's offense. The tackles: Carter Miklich, a 6'1", 260-pound senior at left tackle. The right tackle is Roman Barnes, a 6'6", 310-pound senior. The left guard is a 6', 225-pound sophomore Gavin Griffin, and the right guard is the 5'9", 215-pound senior Brendan Rorrell. The center is 5'9", 230-pound senior Ben Baumgartner. The tight end, 6'4", 245, a senior Jackson Barth. The wide receivers, Brady Ruggles, a 6', 180-pound senior, and a 5'10", 175-pound senior, Jacoby Grimm. The running back is Beckett Price, 5'11", 180, a junior. And how about this? Tonight we actually see a fullback, Vinny. Oh, man, Zach Richter, 5'9", 185, a senior. The quarterback is a 6'2", 190-pound senior, Tommy Wilson. For Jamestown, they will play a 3-4 defense. The defensive ends are Jet Wharton at 5'8", 205, a senior, and Colton Blackmore at 6'2", 215, a senior. The nose tackle is Cody Barrett, 6'2", 220, a senior. The linebackers on the outside, Bennett Gaynor, a 6'1", 190-pound senior, and H.C. Mack, a 6', 180-pound sophomore. Mason Gibson starts at one inside linebacker, 5'11", 200, a senior. And the other inside linebacker tonight is Jagger Remick, a 5'11", 180-pound senior. The corners, Graydon Thorlaxon, a 6'2", 155-pound senior, and Aiden Scary, a 5'10", 165-pound junior. The safeties, Brady Anderson. He had 7 tackles against Minot North, 6'2", 165-pound sophomore, and junior Braden Heminger, a 5'8", 160-pound junior. Eventually, the Blue Jays will get the football, and In fact, we will give you those lineups when we come back here on Jamestown 107.1, and this is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. Those extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for kids to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that'll take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans who make every season one to remember.
This is the sound of a good old-fashioned garage. It's called Pit Stop Express Lube and Tire in downtown Jamestown at 117 4th Street Northwest. Are you a new UJ student? Bring your vehicle to Pit Stop. They'll make sure your tires are good, fluids are filled, and your vehicle is perfectly maintained for safety. UJ students get a 10% discount when you show your student ID. And no appointment is necessary for oil changes. Pit Stop Express Lube and Tire. Call 952-7867.
Before you can start building a business, you have to have great builders. Hillerud Construction is a builder of high-quality commercial buildings, and they're hiring talented labor and carpenters to help them do just that. Vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and health insurance benefits for full-time employees, plus great pay depending on experience. Apply at 1008 2nd Avenue Southeast, Jamestown, or visit HillerudConstruction.com. Again, visit HillerudConstruction.com, and let's get building.
The Frontier Fort invites you in for a true Dakota Territory dining experience. This unique location looks like an authentic 1800s fort. Head upstairs and you'll be greeted with the mouth-watering aroma of freshly grilled ribeyes and barbecued ribs. They're open from 4 to 9 Monday through Saturday, and their legendary prime rib is served on Fridays and Saturdays. Call 252-7492 for takeout. The Frontier Fort, on the road to the Buffalo in Jamestown.
Jamestown 107.1.
Resuming now our Pit Stop Express Lube and Tire starting lineups. When Jamestown has the football, their left tackle is Cody Barrett. That's 6'2", 220, a senior. The right tackle, Eli Olson, 6'3", 220, a junior. The left guard is Ryland Doctor, a 6', 225-pound junior. And the right guard is 5'8", 205-pound senior Jet Wharton. The center, 5'11", 205, a junior Jackson Morris. The tight end, Tucker Allen, a 6'2", 210-pound junior. We will also see Eric Van Berkum, who caught a touchdown pass in the loss last week to Minot North, 6'5", 185, a sophomore. Jagger Remick is a tight end as well, 5'11", 180, a senior. The wide receivers, Kel Berkey, 5'8", 165, a junior, and Seppi Saylor, a 5'10", 175-pound senior. The running back, Liam Fry, 6'2", 205-pound senior, is rushed for 863 yards on the season. That may become a storyline later on. We'll get to it when the opportunity perhaps presents itself. And the quarterback, the 5'10", 170-pound sophomore, Carson Schmidt, completing 52% of his passes for 817 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. St. Mary's comes out in a 3-4. Their defensive ends, Jackson Barth, 6'4", 245, a senior, and Carter Miklich, 6'1", 260, a senior. The nose tackle is Zach Long, 6'2", 210, a junior. The outside linebackers, Vincent Legenfelder, a 5'7", 175-pound junior, and Bennett Grimm, a 5'8", 170-pound sophomore. The inside linebackers, Dominic Zander at 6', 185, a senior, and Zach Richter at 5'9", 185, a senior. The corners, Brady Ruggles, 6'2", 170, a junior, and Cale Burns, 5'11", 155, a senior. The Saints have 2 safeties in the formation, Camden Hayes, a 5'9", 155-pound sophomore, and Marcus Anderson, a 6', 185-pound junior. Jamestown is decked out in all royal blue with white numbers, and the exact opposite for Bismarck St. Mary's. And those are our Pit Stop Express Lube starting lineups. Before we have our RM Stout opening kick, let us pause 10 seconds for station identification live from Raleigh Greeno Field at Charlotte and Gordon Hansen Stadium. This is Blue Jay football.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
BJ Walters and Vinny Rappel with you. And our eyes in the sky tonight. And doing a bang-up job. We had quite the adventure getting everything ready. But Sean Hogan up above us on the roof here at Hansen Stadium on a beautiful night. It is 54 degrees, clear, no wind. It's just beautiful out here as we get ready for the RM Stout opening kick. RM Stout, the best value since 1941. And now Jamestown and Bismarck St. Mary's. One final one for the Blue Jays in 2025. And for St. Mary's, an opportunity to do what everyone aspires to do, avoid the Kindred Vikings. Settle in. We hope you enjoy it tonight from Hansen Stadium. As the sun has set, it is a beautiful fall evening for football. Jamestown will move left to right across your radio dial, internet stream, and YouTube channel. Happy to have you with us locally on AM 1400 and 107.1 FM at newsdakota.com on the Jamestown 107.1 app and on your smart speaker. The opening kick is a line drive, angled left side, and a fair catch will be made by Vincent Legenfelder at his own 21-yard line. And so that is where this offense, led by Tommy Wilson, will have their first possession. St. Mary's got off to such a great start. No, actually put the ball at the 22. They got off to such a great start last week. They scored a touchdown, and this is against a Watford City team that's 95% run, not built to come back. They scored a touchdown, immediately got an onside kick, and scored again, and that was pretty much all she wrote. It is an I formation with Richter the up back and Beckett Price the deep back. On first down on the left hash from the 22, a handoff, Price, and he's hit from behind. It looked like, it's Jagger Remick, who's only getting the start because of an injury suffered at practice yesterday. And Beckett Price only gets 1 yard. And it'll be second down and 9 for the Saints. Moving right to left. We'll keep you updated on what's going on in the East and in the West tonight. The final night of the regular season in double and triple A. Now a shotgun split backfield with a receiver to the left and now a man across the formation in motion is Grimm to the left and a handoff going right and Jamestown's all over it. First contact made by Bennett Gaynor on Zach Richter, who loses 2.5 yards, and it is third down and long for Bismarck St. Mary's.
That was a great wrap-up by Bennett.
And this is not where the Saints want to be. They do not want to play 3rd and 11.
3rd and long for the Saints. Let's make some noise for that Blue Jay defense.
A very good crowd on hand here on a late October evening. Shotgun split backfield, tight end right, a receiver to either side. From just inside the right hash at the 21, play action, and looking to throw is Wilson. He throws left side, and it's almost intercepted by Bennett Gaynor. Made a great play on it, and it is a 3 and out, and it was not Gaynor, it was Graydon Thorlickson who made the play. It's a very quick 3 and out, and that's a dream start for Jamestown.
That's a great read by the DB as the ball was thrown right to his chest. He read that perfectly. He just wasn't able to come up with the catch.
Back deep to receive this punt is Cale Berkey. He stands at his own 43. The punter is Beckett Price. He's got the snap, and the kick is a very poor one. Right off the side of the foot. It bounces at the St. Mary's 36, and that's where it goes out of bounds. Jamestown with tremendous starting field position on the Saints 36. 10:23 to go in the first quarter, and a good start for Jamestown defensively especially. No score, and now here comes The Jamestown offense, led by sophomore quarterback Carson Schmidt, and he will give it right up the middle with Liam Fry, and he's down to the 31. He gets 5 yards immediately. And it is second down and 5 for the Blue Jays. And if these two teams have it their way, and there's no telling if they will or not, but if they have it their way, this could be a quick-moving game. They both want to run the football a lot. Second and 5 from the 31. It's Fry angling left at the 25. He's got a first down. Liam Fry to the 23 for 8 more. And it's first down, Jamestown.
I think both plays have had great holes for the running back as the O-line's done their job.
Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard, 2.5 minutes gone by, and there is no score, but Jamestown threatening with trips to the right, a tight end to the left, shotgun, guess what? Fry inside the 20, cuts middle at the 15, and he gets 9 more to the 14-yard line.
Tripped up by Richter.
Well, the game plan's pretty simple right now. You see number 7, he's pretty good. Put the ball in his stomach.
And the offensive line's doing their job. It's a big task for them to give this running back a great day.
He comes in 137 yards short of 1,000. Shotgun, guess what? Fry, and this time he's hit behind the line. He breaks a tackle. He may have still got the first down. I think he did. It's first down, Jamestown. He spun out of a tackle in the backfield. Really, Vinny, with how well the pursuit got into the backfield, that has to be a TFL.
Right, definitely, but that running back, he's definitely a hard hitter. He's looking for contact.
Well, Bennett checks in, 5'8", 150, a senior running back for Jamestown. Twins to either side, shotgun for Carson Schmidt from the St. Mary's 13 with Berkey in motion. It's a handoff up the middle, and in there immediately to make the play was Jackson Barth, a 2-yard loss on Will Bennett.
Brought down by Barth on the play.
That Bart's a big boy, 6'4", 245.
Great play by the defenses. That was a good angle, and once he got his arms on him, there's no getting out.
Our stream tonight at newsdakota.com on the Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page, brought to you by Johnny B's Brick House. A tight end and a wingback to the right. And now a man in fly sweep motion and a end-around handoff with acres of green at the 10, inside the 5, and all the way down to the 3 on the end-around for Jamestown goes Aiden Scary. He's got the first down to the 3 on a 12-yard run.
That was a perfectly executed play as there was a perfect reverse, and it worked.
They got the flow going so far to one side, there was no hope for St. Mary's. And it's first and goal, Jamestown. And now a handoff up the middle and into the end zone is Liam Fry with his 11th touchdown of the season. And Jamestown strikes first on their opening drive. 7:23 to go first quarter. It's the Blue Jays 6, St. Mary's nothing.
Definitely a proud moment for the head coach as Jamestown's performed perfectly so far.
And now the extra point for Chase Trout, the 5'10", 165-pound sophomore. It is up, and it is no good. It did not get over the line of scrimmage that far. And so, our new score with 7:23 to play in the first quarter on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard, Jamestown 6, St. Mary's nothing. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Buffalo City Diesel Jamestown is your one-stop shop for experienced truck services. Their top-notch techs are trained in the latest technology and can identify and fix problems in your medium or heavy-duty diesel trucks and buses. Buffalo City Diesel also offers roadside assistance, trailer services, and truck parts. Call Buffalo City Diesel today at 701-253-2844. That's Buffalo City Diesel at 701-253-2844.
allowed to continue. But they'll back it up to the 35 and kick again. With Chase Trout kicking to, looks like Brady Ruggles is back there. Or check that. No, that is Beckett Price back there. He's now going to stand at his own 20, awaiting the Trout kick. 7:23 to play, first quarter. And the line drive kick is angled to the right. It skips inside the 5. It's going to just sneak into the end zone. That was a dangerous play, Vinny.
Definitely a great kick, as it had the distance and it just bounced. It took a rough little bounce and went about 2 yards too far.
That ball is any slower. That could have been a recovery for a touchdown, because Price had no interest in picking that ball up. The Saints went 3 and out on their initial possession of the evening. Now they have it at their own 20-yard line, down 6-0 on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard with 7:23 to play in the first quarter. They'll come out with 2 receivers right and 2 receivers left. Shotgun formation for Wilson. Price is in a slot left. Richter is back there, and Richter gets it, and Richter is hit behind the line of scrimmage by Jet Wharton. He dives forward to get back to the line, and this Jamestown defense is all kind of fired up.
Definitely a great wrap-up.
It is second down in that same 10 at the 20.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 for the Saints. St. Mary's 20-yard line.
So second down and 10 from the 20. And out of the I formation, Wilson under the center. Calls for the snap and gives it on actually play faked it, and he's got a man wide open beyond the defense as Brady Ruggles, and he's all the way down to the 30. Oh my goodness. It's a good thing that Braden Heminger was able to make the tackle, but he was 20 yards wide open, a 50-yard pass.
Definitely some miscommunication by the defenses. That was an open hole and looked like they were trying to play a zone, and someone forgot to get their zone.
Ruggles gets a 50-yard catch for the Saints' initial first down of the night, and they are at the Jamestown 30-yard line on the right hash with trips in a bunch left and a single receiver to the right. Shotgun formation, Tommy Wilson has the snap, shuffles it off left side, inside the 30, angling left at the 25, and down to the 21-yard line goes Beckett Price before he's taken down by Bennett Gaynor.
Brought down by Gaynor on the play.
A 9-yard pickup. Well, it's funny how one play just kind of wakes up an offense like that. The first 3 runs of the night had gone for -1 yard. They had 9 on that one. And it's second down and 1 just inside the left hash mark. And a split shotgun backfield with the receiver to either side. And a handoff going left. It's a first down inside the 20, cutting it back at the 15. And down inside the 10 to the 9. A 12-yard pickup for Beckett Price. It is first and goal just that quick for Bismarck St. Mary's.
That's definitely what you want to see out of your running back. He's definitely running really hard and giving it all he's got.
First and goal, Saints. From the Jamestown 9-yard line. I formation, tight end left Barth, a receiver to either side. Under the center, Wilson sends Barth in motion across the formation, and a handoff going right. Down inside the 10 to the 6 goes Price. He gets about 3. It will be second down and goal. 6-0 Jamestown on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard with 4:15 and counting remaining in our opening quarter on the final night of the regular season in AA and AAA and the final night of the season for the Blue Jays. They mark the ball at the 8, so it is a 1-yard pickup. Second down and goal with an I formation behind Tommy Wilson. Has the snap, and he'll run play action. Wilson steps up, scrambles to his right, and he has to throw it into the ground. And who else but Bennett Gaynor chasing down the quarterback again. And Vinny, so far Bennett is just everywhere. He comes in with 26 tackles on the year. He is flying around in his final career game as a Blue Jay.
Right, he definitely made a great move on that defensive play, and he was able to get in the quarterback's face and throw him off guard.
It is third down and goal. We don't know much about St. Mary's field goal kicking. They have a receiver to either side in a split shotgun backfield with a tight end right, Jackson Barth. On third down and goal from the 8 in the center of the field. And we've got flags and whistles. And we've got a false start. So now it's third and goal from the 13-yard line. And third and goal from the 13, when you're a run-first team, that's not a comfortable place to be. Actually, two teams that like to run the ball, this looks like a lot of the games we've called this regular season, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Carrington and fill in the blank in Region 2A.
Let's hear it for that Blue Jay defense.
So here's third and goal from the 13, center of the field. One receiver to either side, and Jackson Barth, tight end right. Split shotgun backfield for Wilson, who wants to throw. Steps up, throws deep down the right side. That ball is knocked away, incomplete, and a really nice defensive play by Aiden Scary.
Definitely some perfect coverage by that DB as the ball was thrown right at his back. That's exactly what you want from your DBs.
I got a little nervous because he never looked back for the ball. I thought they may throw a flag, but they did not. It is fourth and goal, and indeed there's no thought of kicking a field goal with 3:44 to play in the first quarter on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard. Happy to have you with us tonight, B.J. Walters, Vinny Rappel, Sean Hogan upstairs. And now St. Mary's on fourth and goal from the 13. Same formation. Now send a man in motion right to left, the man in motion Graham. And Wilson to throw. He scrambles to his right. He steps up. He lofts one towards the back of the end zone. It's caught. That's Barth. He's 6'4", and he went up over the 5'10", Scary for the touchdown.
Nice catch. Definitely a great catch by that receiver as he was able to jump right over that guy's head, and he had a little bit of space, and that's all he needed.
That was a brilliant catch by Jackson Barth. And the game is tied on the 13-yard touchdown pass. They go 8 plays, 80 yards. And now the extra point for Asher Coughlin. The snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and that's not all that close. It came off his foot really strangely, and it's wide right. So, on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard, a new score with 3:37 to play in the first. It's the Blue Jays 6 and Bismarck St. Mary's 6 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
You know you don't really want that hurry-up, bought on the cheap, not sure what I got insurance coverage. Good, because Farmers Union insurance agents do things just a little different. We'll work with you personally for home, auto, business, or farm insurance and tailor the exact coverage plan you need because we're not satisfied until you are. Different? You bet. Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
Good luck to the Blue Jays and Jimmys from your local Farmers Union agent, Steve Benyon.
Not all products underwritten by Farmers Union Insurance.
Jamestown 107.1.
Well, a good answer by Bismarck St. Mary's. The 50-yard pass got him going, and 30 yards later, the game is tied. The extra point, don't know how many more of those we're going to see tonight being kicked. No good, 6-6. And a high short kick that's going to bounce at the 23. It's picked up at the 18, back across the 40, and a good return for Jamestown as bringing it down the left side was Scary. And so now this offense, which ran it, and by gosh, ran it some more on their first possession, will come back out. They ran 7 plays. They were all runs. They have the ball at their own 40, Jamestown does, in a 6-6 game in the first quarter. 3:31 to play. 2 receivers to either side, but guess what? It's Fry right up the middle across the 40, and he gets a couple to the 42. And Fry at 28 yards so far in this first half. Again, he comes in 137 short of 1,000. And if he gets close, we'll talk about why that's such a big deal. 2nd down and 8 with the receiver to either side. A tight end to either side, and it's Fry across the 45. Look out, over midfield to the 49. It's a 9-yard run and a first down for Liam Fry.
I think Jamestown has definitely showed that they're going to go for this record for the running back.
I mean, if you're St. Mary's, at what point do you put 10 in the box and say throw it?
I think it's coming up pretty quick.
It's got to be. Trips right, single left to spread the formation, but Fry is back there with Schmidt, and it's Fry inside the 45 with room at the 40, inside the 30. Liam Fry all the way down to the 20-yard line. 29 more yards and a first down.
Strong run by that running back. Definitely hit the hole and took it all the way.
The senior at 6'2", 205 with now 900 rushing yards on the year. In fact, 929 on the season. He's getting the ball a lot, and he knows exactly what to do with it. A tight end and a wide receiver to either side. Lots of meat on the offensive line. It's Fry again, and this time I think he slipped over the right tackle Eli Olson for a 2-yard loss. I think he got stepped on. And so it's 2nd down and 12. Actually, 2nd down and 11 from the 22-yard line. This time, 3 receivers to the right. Inside slot is Seppi Saylor. Shotgun and a screen pass to the right, and it's through the hands of the intended receiver, Eric Van Berkom. An incomplete 3rd down.
I think that ball just slipped a little bit, and that's all it takes to throw a high ball.
Looked like it was Carter Miklich that got just a graze on the football. And so now it's 3rd down and 11. The sophomore Carson Schmidt, who had to take over after Brady Nenow broke his ankle in the 2nd game of the year. Now Schmidt to throw on 3rd down. He throws it right side. That ball's caught inside the 20 to the 17. Make it the 19 to Van Berkom, but it's only 3 yards, and now it is 4th down.
Definitely a tough decision here on 4th down.
Jamestown will go for this. They don't kick too many field goals. 2 receivers, now 3 receivers to the left. Outside is Jagger Remick. Trips left, single short side right. From the right hash, it's a roll to the left. Schmidt throws, and it's incomplete. And he didn't have a chance because he had pressure by Jackson Barth. And St. Mary's takes over on 4th down.
Definitely a good pursuit by St. Mary's.
And so with exactly 50 seconds to play in the opening quarter on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard, the 3rd possession of the night for the Saints begins at their own 19. They've started at the 22, the 20, and the 19. It's been kind of what I expected so far. A lot of Liam Fry. A lot of Liam Fry. And to be fair to St. Mary's, they hit a big play, and that's been an Achilles heel for Jamestown defensively this year. They give up the big play. I formation, motion right to left across the formation by Grimm. And a handoff to the deep back who tries to angle right now. He cuts it middle at the 25 up to the 30, and an 11-yard first down run for Beckett Price after it looked initially like there wasn't much there.
Right, he definitely made a good decision in that cutback move, which opened up a lane, and he hit the hole.
So they'll have it at their own 29 officially, a 10-yard run, and a first down for the St. Mary's Saints.
Saints operating from the Bismarck St. Mary's.
They do, yes, they do have to snap it one more time. There's a 1-second difference in the 2 clocks. So they do have to snap it once more. The final play of our first quarter upcoming from Raleigh Greeno Field at Charlotte and Gordon Hansen Stadium. I formation. And it's to the first man through. Across the 35 over the 40 to the 45 goes Zach Richter, a 16-yard first down run as the first quarter comes to a close. Well, Jamestown scored first and St. Mary's answered. And when we start the second quarter, it'll be the Saints with the football at their own 45. After one quarter on the Gun and Reel Sports scoreboard, it's Jamestown 6 and St. Mary's 6 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
In the sky tonight as St. Mary's has the football at their own 45-yard line.
Switching ends, 1st and 10 now for St. Mary's.
And after the first down, St. Mary's has it now moving left to right to begin the second quarter. I formation. A receiver to either side, and a handoff to the second man through, and coming in from behind to make the play is Jagger Remick after just a yard for Beckett Price. That's a heck of a nice play by Remick.
Definitely, as he was able to get around his guy, and he was able to make that play.
Had to be careful, too, because the hands were high. You can get called for a horse collar real easy right there. 2nd down and 9 at the 46-yard line on the right hash. Happy to have you with us tonight, the final night of the regular season. We'll give you some scores after this play, in fact, across North Dakota. Very, very light night. Here's a handoff, and the first man through gets a yard, and there's a whole bunch of Blue Jays there for Zach Richter. You talk about film study and pursuing a play. That was pretty good.
Definitely, as defensive line was able to make a good hold.
3rd down and 8. Those scores in Double-A tonight. Kindred leads Central Cass 7-0 after 1. Red River over Central 6-0 in the first. And Wahpeton leads Fargo South 12-7. That's in the East. We'll tell you about the 2 West games after 3rd down and 8. Split shotgun backfield. Man in motion right to left, Grimm. Wilson calls for the snap. He has it. He wants to throw left. He steps up. Has nowhere to go. Now he throws, and the ball is caught to Grimm, and he gets about 6 yards. It is short of the first down, and it will be 4th down and about 2. And St. Mary's is 0 for 3 on 3rd downs. Now, the games in the West. Devils Lake lead Watford City 7-6. If Devils Lake were to win and St. Mary's win, or actually, check that, as long as Devils Lake wins, St. Mary's cannot play a 1-seeded Kindred because St. Mary's has the tiebreaker over Watford City. So, 4th down and 2, and it is a go-for-it situation for the Saints. I formation and a delay of game penalty. Play clock's at 0. And so St. Mary's was trying to draw Jamestown offside. They never bit. And now the punt unit will come on, led by Beckett Price. And back deep to get it for Jamestown will be Cale Berkey and also Seppi Saylor. They'll stand at their own 13-yard line. There's the snap, and the kick is away. It's much better than the 15-yarder earlier, but it's easily fieldable by Saylor at the 26, and he's across the 35 and up to the 37. Pretty good starting field position again for the Blue Jays.
32-yard punt for Price.
In AAA, Davies 14-0 over North It's Horace over Shanley 13-7, and Cheyenne over West Fargo 7-0. Also Legacy over Mandan 20-0 at the half. And in the WDA AAA championship game, Bismarck and Century are tied at 7 at halftime. Shotgun trips right, single to the left. And it is a handoff, and not a whole lot of room for Will Bennett. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
Greeted by Barth.
Definitely saw a good block by one of those defensive linemen, or by the offensive lineman.
Second down and 10 at the 38. 9 minutes and counting first half on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard. Jamestown 6, Bismarck St. Mary's 6. Two receivers right, one left. Shotgun for Carson Schmidt. He has a snap. He retreats, looks to set up a screen, and it's wide open over midfield, inside the 40. Lots of room down to the 30-yard line. A 33-yard completion to Will Bennett in the first down. 33 yards to Will Bennett.
First down for the Blue Jays.
And the Blue Jays have it at the 29-yard line. That was really well designed. Let the rush get in there and then throw it over their heads. And now play action. No, a handoff to Bennett, and he's inside the 30 to the 25, 4 more yards.
Brought down by Zander.
Dominic Zander on the tackle.
Second and 6 for Jamestown. Ball at the 25 of the Saints.
Jamestown staying with Will Bennett this drive. Shotgun, twins to either side. And looking to throw is Schmidt. He retreats back 8 yards. Now he takes a deep shot, middle of the field, end zone. Touchdown! Cale Berkey. And what a pass by Carson Schmidt. 25 yards to Cale Berkey. And the Blue Jays have the lead.
Can't ask for a better throw than that.
He hit the middle of the cover, too. That's exactly how you're supposed to throw that football. And now, we speculated about this. Yeah, there's not going to be too many more extra points after those first two. And indeed, Jamestown going for 2. And they will run it right side. A flag comes in. That might be for holding. If it is, it won't matter because Liam Fry was hit behind the line of scrimmage. But let's check the marker. And it is holding against Jamestown. That penalty will be declined, and our new score on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard, 7:45 to go, first half. The pass from Schmidt to Verkey. Schmidt's 8th touchdown pass of the year, and Verkey's first touchdown reception of the season has made it Jamestown 12 and Bismarck St. Mary's 6 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Some of us were born to farm. Some diesels, like Cenex Premium Diesel, were born to fuel. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn to reduce particulate matter and keep filters cleaner for longer. Fuel your equipment like a pro with Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster and leave typical number 2 diesel to the amateurs. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
Jamestown 107.1.
What a beautiful ball from Schmidt to Verkey for the 25-yard touchdown. Jamestown leads 12-6. Here's a line drive kick angling left. It's cut off at the 23, across the 30 to the 35, and out of bounds at the 39-yard line on the Jamestown right sideline comes Bennett Grimm. And so Jamestown, with their second lead of the night, and Vinny, they have not looked the part of a 1-7 football team so far tonight.
Right, they definitely have had a great start offensively and defensively, and we'll see if they can keep that rolling.
That's been one problem this year. They got off to a great start against Central Cass, and then it crumbled down. Can they keep it going? 7:40 to play, second quarter, and Tommy Wilson is in the shotgun with twins to either side. He calls for the snap, has it, wants to throw. Throws left side, and it is caught at the 45-yard line, a 6-yard reception for Brady Ruggles. And now the referee comes in and overrules everybody. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
I definitely think that's the right call.
So far, Wilson, 3 of 7, 69 yards and a score. Schmidt, 3 of 5, 62 yards and a score. Total yards, Jamestown 140, St. Mary's 127. We're about where we should be on the scoreboard in this game. 2nd down and 10 from the 39-yard line. I formation, a receiver to either side. From the right hash, under the center, Wilson has the snap and tosses left side to Price. Over the 40 with room at the 45. He's got a first down into Jamestown territory at the 48-yard line. 13 yards and a first down for Beckett Price.
Definitely a speedy running back as he was able to get. I don't think that play was designed to get that many yards.
Did a nice job on the offensive line pinning that inside as well to give him some room just outside the numbers. Carter Miklich and Gavin Griffin on the left side of the offensive line for the Saints, who are at the Jamestown 48 with the receiver to either side. Big Jackson Barth, tight end right, and an I formation behind Tommy Wilson, who has the snap and he wants to run play action. Wilson throws across the middle. That ball's caught by Barth. And now he fumbled the football. Barth fumbled the ball. It's loose at the Jamestown 36. The officials are going to have to sort this one out, and Barth got back on it. A 12-yard pickup and a first down, St. Mary's. You are probably wondering, if you're watching, how on earth the one white jersey got back on that ball with 4 blue jerseys all around him. Yeah, we're wondering that same thing up here. Now at the 36 of Jamestown from the right hash. A receiver to either side and a split shotgun backfield. And a handoff coming right inside the 30 with room, inside the 25 and down to the 21 is Richter, a 15-yard first down run.
Definitely a great block by that receiver as he was able to get that DB out of the way.
He certainly was able to do that, wasn't he? And so for St. Mary's, they are down to the Jamestown 21-yard line. Same formation with the tight end to the left. I formation and a quick handoff to the first man through inside the 20. And the big fella Richter gets down to the 16. 5 more. I mean, what did Bill Nelson tell us in pregame? The first word he said in describing Bismarck St. Mary's was downhill. I should say so.
Absolutely.
From the Jamestown 16, 5-10 and counting, second quarter on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard, and the Blue Jays lead 12-6, but that is under threat. High formation, motion across from Barth, and a handoff to the second man through inside the 10 with a first down run of 6 yards is Price. First, and we'll see if they drop them or not. It's either first and barely 10 or first and goal. And it is first. That looks to me like first and goal. The nose of the football is past the 10. Yep, they dropped them. First and goal, Bismarck St. Mary's.
At the Blue Jay 10-yard line.
12-6 Jamestown, 4.5 until the break. Coming up at halftime, we'll have stats, we'll have scores, and we'll look ahead to what's coming up tomorrow at the lower classifications and a preview of the Jimmy's game. Here's a handoff left side inside the 5 and going into the end zone is Beckett Price. Touchdown, St. Mary's. And the game is tied.
7-play drive.
Nice 7-play drive for St. Mary's. We are even Steven level as could be with 4:16 to play in the first half. Now the extra point. The first one from Coughlin just came off his foot all wrong. It was pulled from the moment he touched it. will try to give Bismarck St. Mary's the lead here. Coughlin's kick is up, and it is good. And the new score with 4:16 to play in our first half. It's the St. Mary's Saints 13, the Jamestown Blue Jays 12 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Jamestown 107.1.
For the first time tonight, the Blue Jays trail 13-12 after the 10-yard touchdown run for St. Mary's running back Beckett Price. And now we'll see how the Blue Jays handle this. This has been a bit of an Achilles heel this year, is that they've tried to stop momentum and at times have not been able to. Gunnar Ronvik is the kickoff specialist for the Saints. He kicks it from left to right. It's a pop-up kick. Down the near side, it's bouncing, it's loose, and it's recovered by St. Mary's at the Jamestown 38-yard line.
Allen back on the kickoff.
And that looked like an intentional play by St. Mary's.
Yeah, that was definitely the perfect spot for that ball to land, right in the gap to where nobody expected it.
And so the Saints have it right back. And this is tough for Jamestown because you just had a 7-play drive, and now your defense is immediately right back on the field. From the Jamestown 38, St. Mary's with a chance to get some serious momentum just before the break. 4:13 until halftime. I've got a thought on that play after this first snap. Trips right, single left. Shotgun Wilson has the snap, wants to throw. Wilson wants it all. The first play after a momentum changer, and it's caught. Touchdown, St. Mary's, Brady Ruggles.
Definitely a perfectly executed route as he was able to get one step of separation, and it was a great ball right to him.
2 touchdowns in no time. 4:06 to play, first half. It's now St. Mary. Nope, check that. It is coming back. It is coming back on a holding penalty. Boy, that is a bummer for St. Mary's right there. Wow. Instead of a 38-yard touchdown, it's a penalty. It's a holding penalty, and it's first down and 20. But to that point, that onside kick is why the NFL rules for onside kicks these days are just stupid. You have to tell the opponent when it's coming? Are you kidding me? First and 20, handoff, left side, inside the 40, inside the 30, still going is Price, all the way to the 26, a 22-yard first down run.
Definitely got to give credit to the yellow line right there as he was able to make a gap for the running back to slip right through, and he was able to get an extra 15 yards.
22 yards on the run, and it's first down, St. Mary's. Saw a headline the other day. The NFL is trying to figure out why more onside kicks aren't successful. Gee, I don't have a clue why they're not. A receiver on either side, I formation, and a wing to the right is Barth. He motions across. He may have been in motion with someone else. A flag comes out, and down to the 20 is Price, but a flag came out at the snap. I wonder if that was an illegal shift. We'll see. If it stands, it's 7 more yards for Beckett Price. And it won't. It's a motion penalty. 4 penalties for 25 yards on St. Mary's, and the last 2 have been rather important penalties. First down and 15 at the 31 now. Can the Jamestown defense switch the momentum back? It's clear the momentum is on the St. Mary's side right now after that onside kick.
Definitely, because Bismarck's offense has been opening up.
It certainly has. Tight end left, Barth. I formation behind Wilson, who hands it to the second man through, and carrying Remick for a few yards is Price. Remick does make the play, but he got a 4-yard ride for his efforts. And Price is at 98 rushing yards already in this game. I wish I could tell you how many yards he had coming into the night. Can't help you. Can't help you with a single St. Mary's stat. Sorry. Second down and 11. Center of the field at the Jamestown 27. A split shotgun backfield. And now motion from left to right by Grimm. Wilson has the snap. He gives it left side. And this time, nothing doing. A yard loss for Price. Remick was the first one in there again. This is a young man that was not scheduled to start tonight. There was an injury at practice last night, and Remick's all over the place.
Definitely a great push by the defensive line, as they felt like they knew it was coming.
Now, Remick has played. In fact, he had a touchdown in the other win, in the only win that Jamestown has this year. He fell on the ball in the end zone. A 0-yard touchdown. We all dream of those. 3rd and 12 from the 28 left hash. Wilson to throw. There's a flag on the play. He throws right side. It's caught, but a real nice play by Aiden Scary on the running back, Zach Richter. It would be a 0-yard pickup if the flag is on St. Mary's, but we'll see. And the flag is on St. Mary's, so we'll see if Bill Nelson wants it. He may say no, and he did say no. A 1-yard loss officially on the catch by Richter. And it is 4th down and mighty long now for St. Mary's. 4th down and from here to Lemoore. Not really, it's just 4th and 12. 4th and 12 at the Blue Jay 28 left hash. The spot needed is the 16. I formation and a receiver to either side. The tight end is Barth to the right. And it's play action. Wilson in trouble. He's hit as he throws, and the ball is incomplete. The pressure got there, and the pressure was delivered by Mason Gibson. An incompletion, and Jamestown takes over with the chance of any. 1:10 left and 3 timeouts. They could double up. They get the ball coming out of halftime.
Right, Jamestown's offense got to get started, and they got to get started quick with only a minute left.
They have completed 3 of 5 passes, and they'll come out in the shotgun with the sophomore quarterback Schmidt calling for the snap and giving it to Fry. Off right tackle over the 30 to the 35, and Liam Fry is out of bounds after 7 more yards. He's up to 71 yards on the night. And you don't have to burn a timeout because he went out of bounds, even though you have all 3. We have not had a timeout called in this game. 64 seconds left. First half on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard, 13-12 Saints. Shotgun, Schmidt gives Fry first down and more over the 40. Fry to the 45. Give him the 44 for 9 yards. First down, Jamestown. And now they'll hustle to the line of scrimmage. From the 44. Twins to either side. Shotgun, Schmidt has the snap with 49 on the clock. Gives Fry over the 45 to the 48. And now a Hillerud Construction timeout is called by Bill Nelson. 4 yards for Liam Fry. Second down and 6 upcoming. 43 seconds left in the half on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
When you're working outdoors, unpredictability is the norm. Tackle your toughest jobs with the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. This rugged side-by-side brings the power with reliable torque for towing and smooth shifting for the trails. Choose from 3 trims, Standard, Deluxe, or the True Timber Forest Edition. See the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700 at Gun and Reel Sports, downtown Jamestown. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, close side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
Jamestown 107.1.
2 timeouts remaining, 43 seconds remaining in the first half. Uh-oh. The digital scoreboard just went wonky-donk. 43 seconds, second quarter. It's 13-12 Saints and a handoff to Fry, and this time he loses a yard. They were ready for it. And another Hilliard Construction timeout is called with 39 seconds left. In the first half, we'll take it as well on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Parents, keep your kids on track by scheduling a well-child or teen visit at Essentia Health. Annual well-child visits help catch potential issues early to support the healthiest future possible. In addition to thorough exams and vaccinations, our team provides valuable health and safety advice and takes time to discuss any physical or mental health concerns. Call your local Essentia Health clinic or visit essentiahealth.org to schedule a well-child or teen visit today.
Jamestown 107.1.
39 seconds remaining in our first half. 13-12, St. Mary's. But Jamestown with the football, 3rd down and 7. You would think passing situation here from their own 47-yard line with twins to either side. Shotgun for Carson Schmidt. He calls for the snap, and he has it at his own 42. He steps up, he dumps it off. It's Liam Fry over the 50, and he's out of bounds at the 48. That is not a first down, though. That is 5 yards when they needed 7, and it's 4th down and about 2. So what's the play here, Vinny? I mean, there's not a lot of time left. You could go for this if you wanted to.
Definitely. I think they should go for this 4th down, as they definitely still have a chance to score.
From the 48 of the Saints, guess what? Coach Vinny's right. They're going for it. 2 to the short side left, 2 to the wide side right. Shotgun for Schmidt, who wants to throw. He stands, he throws. Left side, that ball is caught, but I don't know if it is a first down. Look at the spot that they gave Jagger Remick a 3-yard pickup and a first down. I have no idea where they got 3 yards out of that play, but hey, Jamestown doesn't mind one bit. They're 1 for 2 on 4th down. And now, 14, 13, 12. They've got to hurry here. 10 seconds left in the half. And now we've got flags and whistles. Well, with 1 timeout left, I'm sure Bill Nelson wanted a little sharper than that. A false start on the Blue Jays as their first penalty tonight. So they have the ball at the 50. With 8 seconds left, you could run a quick play to get a little closer. Well, they're not even going to get a play off. The half is over. Yeah. Bismarck St. Mary's is running players on and off the field, but it didn't matter because the clock was running. And so we have reached halftime at Raleigh Green Oak Field at Charlotte and Gordon Hansen Stadium. Our score after 24 minutes, the St. Mary's Saints 13, the Jamestown Blue Jays 12. Now stay tuned. The RM Stout halftime report is next on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
At Unison Bank, we provide financial solutions for customers to meet their needs today and achieve their dreams tomorrow. From personal banking services like checking accounts, mortgage and auto loans, to business banking services. At Unison Bank, we offer financial solutions with prompt responses and quality service. Visit unisonbank.com for more information. Located in Jamestown, Linton, and Wishing, as well as Gilbert, Arizona. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's Twins baseball season, and at RM Stout Incorporated, we're hitting a grand slam of deals on new and used vehicles. Just like the Twins, we're dedicated to winning for you. From sleek sedans and SUVs to powerful trucks, find your perfect ride at RM Stout Inc. We've got the selection, the service, and the financing options you need. So root for the Twins and cruise on down to RM Stout today. Visit us in Jamestown. Call 701-252-2270 or browse online at StoutCar.
Need some custom screen printed t-shirts? Lots of t-shirts? You need originals.
Originals!
Or do you just need one shirt with your corporate logo for the new guy?
Originals!
Caps, jackets, U sizes, adult sizes, Blue Jay apparel, Jimmy apparel. You need originals. There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals. They can also do online stores for your sports team or business. 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays. Visit originals.com.
Johnny B's Brickhouse, famous for their pizza, but wait, there's pasta, and their amazing wings, and fresh ground hamburgers, tasty salads and appetizers too. And for dessert, you can't beat their sweet sticks. Come on out for Tuesday night trivia and live entertainment every Thursday night. The place to be is Johnny B's, smack dab in the middle of Main Street, downtown Jamestown. And remember, for delivery and carryout, call 952-8777.
Jamestown 107.1.
The Orange Stout halftime report has arrived at Raleigh-Greeno Field at Charlotte and Gordon Hansen Stadium, and it has come with the St. Mary's Saints leading the Jamestown Blue Jays in a pretty good first half, 13-12. Along with Sean Hogan upstairs, BJ Walters here with you along with Vinny Rappel. Pretty even first half, and Jamestown has played quite well in this first half.
I definitely think so. I think that both teams have just had a couple plays that are for big ones. They've definitely returned the favor, and definitely a tight ball game, and we'll see who can come out on the end.
Let's take a look at some of the statistical numbers from our first half. St. Mary's, 9 first downs. They ran the ball 18 times for 132 yards, 97 of those from Beckett Price, the other 35 from Zach Richter. Tommy Wilson is 5 of 10 for 80 yards and a touchdown, 2 receptions, 25 yards, and the touchdown to Jackson Barth, 50-yard catch Brady Ruggles. He also had a 38-yarder that got wiped away by penalty. For Jamestown, they had 7 first downs in the first half. They ran the ball for 97 yards, 83 of those belonging to Liam Fry, 12 for Aiden Scary on a real nifty little reverse play on that opening drive that Jamestown scored on. Carson Schmidt, this might be, and I know David is watching and listening, he'll correct me if I'm wrong, this might be Carson Schmidt's best half of the year. 5 of 7, 70 yards and a touchdown, and he has looked really good. That touchdown pass to Cale Verkey of 25 yards in the middle of a cover 2 was about as good as it gets. Also a 34-yard completion to Will Bennett. And those are a look at the team stats. Other stats, St. Mary's 4 penalties, 25 yards. Jamestown, just that false start at the end, 5 yards. The two teams have gone a combined 0 for 6 on third down. And St. Mary's 0 for 1 on fourth down. Jamestown 1 for 2. And all of that culminates on the Gun and Reel Sports scoreboard in a 13-12 St. Mary's lead over the Jamestown Blue Jays at halftime. And when the RM Stout halftime report continues, Vinny and I will take a look at what else is going on tonight and what will happen tomorrow in North Dakota. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, you set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and Experience IQ today at www.dakotacentral.com.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, the largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But if you can't wait to go to the store, Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at hugos.com. Once you're done shopping, choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace. Online shopping at hugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Pain doesn't have to be part of your everyday. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness Center, our expert team works one-on-one with you to find the root cause and help you get back to doing what you love, pain-free. Whether it's recovering from surgery, improving mobility, or managing chronic pain, we have the tools and expertise to help you. Take the first step towards feeling better. Call us today at 701-892-8632 or visit apexptwellness.com. Apex Physical Therapy, stronger every day.
Two Rivers Activity Center in Jamestown is hiring. Do you like interacting with people? Do you enjoy a fun, upbeat atmosphere and a clean workspace? If so, the perfect opportunity awaits you at Track. They're currently hiring for a variety of part-time positions for lifeguard and guest service and wellness attendants. They'll work with your existing schedule, whether you already have another job or are a college student. Check out trackjamestown.com to learn more about these positions and how to apply today.
Continues from Raleigh-Greeno Field at Charlotte and Gordon Hansen Stadium with the score, St. Mary's 13, Jamestown 12. Let's take a look at what else is going on tonight in North Dakota. In the WDA AA play, number 1 Minot North 15-0 over Dickinson with 5 minutes left in the second quarter, and Devils Lake leading Watford City 21-12 at the half. In the East, Kindred with 30 seconds left in the first half leads Central Cass 20-12. Grand Forks Central leading Red River 20-6 in the second quarter, and Wahpeton, winless all season, lead Fargo South at the half 18-7. At the AAA level, number 1 Davies, no problem at all with Fargo North 24-7 just before the break. Horace, no problem with Shanley. Maybe a moderate surprise there, 33-13. They win that, they get a home playoff game next week, the Horace Hawks. And Cheyenne and West Fargo are level at 7 at the break. If Cheyenne can win that game and Shanley were to lose, then Shanley would have to play the winner of Bismarck and Century. That would be the WDA champion. Well, right now, we don't know because it's 7-7 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Legacy leading Mandan 27-0 just after halftime, and Minot leading Williston 21-0 in the second quarter. Jamestown Jimmy's tomorrow, well, they have a meeting with the Bemidji State Beavers at Chet Anderson Stadium on the shores of Lake Bemidji as Brian Mistro's team goes for their second win of the season, coming off of the bye. Meanwhile, Jamestown Jimmy volleyball at Minnesota State tonight, and let's see, I'm seeing that they're in pregame, and that absolutely cannot be right. Now, the match may be over by now. I am going to look at a different website just real quick. Bear with me. And Jamestown has been swept by Minnesota State 25-20, 28-26, 25-15. It doesn't get any easier tomorrow. They are at Hallenbeck Hall in St. Cloud to take on the 11th ranked St. Cloud State Huskies. Jamestown Blue Jays cross country runs in the state meet here in Jamestown tomorrow. And also a good piece of news earlier today, and I am going to try to find this because Jamestown had a young man from the soccer team named second team All-State, and I know his last name. I've got to find his first name. Yes, Miles Anderson, the senior midfielder, was named second team All-State from Jamestown. Of course, they rallied to make the state tournament. Tomorrow, 11A and 9-man begin the postseason. Vinny and I will be in New Rockford for what will be a very emotional afternoon as the Rockets host Hatton Northwood. Noon on KDAK, 1600 100.1. On Thunder Country 98.3, Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, and Four Winds. Our guy Mark McKenzie and our guy Vance Steeman will have it for you beginning at 1:30 and at 12:30 from 11A on KDDR The Tornado. It is the third-seeded Ellen Edgley Colm Thunder taking on the Grafton Spoilers. Vinny, 13-12 here. Jamestown gets the ball to begin the second half. What adjustments do you look for from the Blue Jays?
I think they got to look at different ways to maybe get a little more involved in the passing game, as they haven't done too much. But I think if they can get that figured out, they definitely got a big good chance to come back.
How does St. Mary's hold on to this lead?
I think they definitely got to execute on offense and try to get a couple more scores to try to make a little more of a gap between Jamestown. But we'll see if that happens.
And we will see when we come back. Thanks for joining us for the RM Stout Halftime Report. When we come back, second half action on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
In sports, in life, speed matters. That's why JRMC Orthopedics makes it easy to see a specialist fast. Right here in Jamestown. No long drives, no long waits. Just expert care from the team who knows the community best. Get back to doing what you love, faster. Orthopedic care that keeps you moving. It's right here. Visit jrmcnd.com to learn more.
At the Chiropractic Arts Clinic in Jamestown, they understand that pain can keep you from performing at your very best. Whether you're an athlete, a weekend warrior, or simply living an active life, offering personalized care focusing on lasting results, helping you recover, move better, and feel your very best. Proudly serving the Jamestown community for over 25 years. That's the Chiropractic Arts Clinic, 252-2424. And good luck, Jamestown Blue Jays and Jimmies, in this year's sports season.
Are you looking for a rewarding job and a great environment where you can make a difference in someone else's life every day? SMP Health Ave Maria in Jamestown is looking for you. Visit smthealth.org/Ave Maria and click on the Careers tab to find the most up-to-date openings available. smthealth.org/Ave Maria. They're currently looking for nurses, housekeepers, CNAs, and universal assistants. Be sure to visit their website if you're interested and qualified for any of the positions that are open. smthealth.org/Ave.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. Those extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for kids to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that'll take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans who make every season one to remember.
Jamestown 107.1.
The second half is coming. It will begin with the RM Stout second half, or the, Yes, the RM Stout second half kickoff. Sometimes I get confused. It's okay. So, in an effort to not get confused anymore right now, let us pause 10 seconds for station identification. Live from Hansen Stadium, this is Blue Jay football.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
BJ Walters, Vinny Rappel back with you. And Jamestown will get the football to begin this second half. This has been a wildly entertaining game to this point.
Absolutely, I definitely agree.
We're putting Vinny through his paces. He says he wants to go into broadcasting. Well, last night he and I had volleyball, tonight football, tomorrow football, Monday volleyball. We're putting him through his paces. You enjoying it so far, right?
Of course.
All right. That's what we like to hear. St. Mary's will kick it from left to right across your radio dial, internet stream, smart device, and YouTube. And And the Blue Jays probably don't have to make a great deal of adjustments in terms of productivity. It's just, do they want to go about it any differently, or do they want to line up and run the dang ball, as the old saying goes? We do know that Bill Nelson wanted to get Liam Fry 35 rushes in this game. Right now, he has 13. So we'll see if he's fed even more here in this second half that begins with the RM Stout second half kickoff. RM Stout, the right value since 1941. We'll ask Vinny what that year was like in just a second. Just kidding. Here's the kick from left to right. It's fielded at the 16 on a spin. Across the 25 with a little room up to the 30-yard line goes Seppi Saylor. All the way out to the 35, a 25-yard return.
Brought down by Schmidt.
And here comes Carson Schmidt, who David confirms, yes, that was about as well as he's played in a half.
1st and 10, Blue Jays at the Jamestown 35.
Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to either side, and Liam Fry back there with the sophomore. Schmidt now with 5 touchdown passes in his last 3 games, but here it's Fry, and he's met after not a whole lot, maybe a yard. I mean, it stands to reason, I would think, that St. Mary's kind of knows what's going to come at them.
Right, they're definitely, I think, going to use that to their advantage. They're probably going to stack the box up a little more in the second half, and we'll see if they do that.
84 yards now for Liam. It's 2nd and 9 at the 36. Man in motion, and it's an end-around sweep over the 40 with room over the 45 to midfield inside St. Mary's territory to the 43-yard line. A 21-yard run for Seppi Saylor. What a nice run
Gain of 20 on the play and
for Seppi Saylor.
Definitely what you want to see on a run play, as he was able to break a few tackles and keep getting more yards.
First down, Jamestown into St. Mary's territory, their 8th first down of the night. Shotgun trips left, handoff, it's Fry with room inside the 40, and Fry is taken down after 4 yards. And that gives him 88 on the night. We're a minute into the third quarter on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard. It's still St. Mary's 13, Jamestown 12. B.J. Walters, Vinny Rappel, Sean Hogan, our eyes in the sky on this final night of regular season football in North Dakota this year. Man in motion and a handoff, and it's Fry over the 35-yard line. 5 more for Liam Fry. And it'll be 3rd down and 1, which is really right where you want to be.
Liam Fry is definitely doing all he can to make that record, and he's definitely showing out for this last game.
He's got 93, so he needs 50. No. He needs 47. I'll get my numbers right in just a second. On 3rd down and 1, St. Mary's jumped. It was the defensive end, Jackson Barth, and it's 1st down, Jamestown. Another costly penalty.
Definitely exactly what Jamestown was hoping for.
All right, BJ, I know you graduated from Grosbeck. Do some math. 93 and 863 is 956. He needs 44 yards. And trust me when I tell you that is the only reference to Grosbeck you're getting on this broadcast. A receiver to either side, and here's Fry with a little room inside the 25, makes a man miss at the 20, Liam Fry at the 5, touchdown Jamestown! 30-yard touchdown for Liam Fry! And the Blue Jays lead. 9:51 of the 3rd.
He definitely earned that touchdown, as he was able to make a couple guys miss, and he was able to take on some contact, and he still managed to get in the end zone.
Blue Jays will attempt the extra point here with Chase Trout leading 18-13 with 9:51 to play in the 3rd quarter on Liam Fry's 2nd touchdown of the night. And his 12th of the year. The extra point is on the way, and that looked pretty good. It is. New score on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard at the 9:51 mark of the third quarter. It's the Jamestown Blue Jays 19 and the St. Mary Saints 13. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Blue Jays.
This is the sound of a good old-fashioned garage. It's called Pit Stop Express Lube and Tire in downtown Jamestown at 117 4th Street Northwest. Are you a new UJ student? Bring your vehicle to Pit Stop. They'll make sure your tires are good, fluids are filled, and your vehicle is perfectly maintained for safety. UJ students get a 10% discount when you show your student ID. And no appointment is necessary for oil changes. Pit Stop Express Lube and Tire. Call 952-7867.
Jamestown 107.1.
Liam Fry with a 30-yard touchdown run, completing a 5-play 62-yard drive, or a 67-yard drive that took 2 minutes 9 seconds off the clock, and Liam Fry is now at 123 yards. That gives him 986 on the year. He is closing in on being the first 1,000-yard rusher for Jamestown in my lifetime. I was born in 1989. I got proof. My dad's in the booth tonight. He was there. Here's the kick from right to left, angling left and scooped up on the right side by Price. He's across the 30 and gets out of bounds at the 38-yard line. First down, St. Mary's, and this has turned into quite a good game. 19-13 Jamestown with 9:44 to go in the third, Vinny.
Yeah, definitely. And that, on that kick return, he definitely had a hole, and he hit that hole, and he was able to get an extra 20 yards out of it.
38-yard line for Tommy Wilson and company. Do you see St. Mary's changing much offensively in the second half?
No, I don't think so. Not much. They're just going to try to keep hammering down the ball and see if they can keep making it work.
They will come out in the shotgun split backfield. And it is a handoff to the big back, and that's Richter, and he gets to the 41-yard line for 3 yards. Richter had 35 in the first half.
Gainer and Barrett on the tackle.
Gainer was there. Remick as well.
Second and 7.
And Barrett, our buddy Cody Barrett, who works a lot of our games running the camera during baseball season in the spring for both Jamestown and Carrington. Since we can't have Vinny, he can't play left field and do it at the same time. We're working on it, don't worry. High formation. And under the center, it's a handoff to the first man through. Was there a little slip there right on the handoff? It looked like there was, and Richter doesn't get anything. Maybe a yard.
Right in the gainer.
I think they'll definitely take just maybe a yard over fumbling and losing it.
Yeah, it looked like there was miscommunication between the quarterback and the fullback.
I definitely agree.
Down and 6 for the Saints. St. Mary's 42-yard line.
Third down and 6 at the 42 from the right hash. Jamestown leading 19-13 on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard. 3.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Glad you're with us on this final night of the season. I formation, a receiver to either side, and the tight end Barthas to the left. On third down and 6 from the 42, it's a toss left with room across the 45 over midfield. First down, 9 yards for Beckett Price. And the first third down conversion by anybody tonight. They're now 1 for 5.
For the Blue Jays, Barrett, gain of 9.
Cody Barrett made the tackle again.
For the Saints, Blue Jay 49.
From the Jamestown 49-yard line, moving left to right with the same I formation, 7:45 and counting of the third quarter. Under center, Wilson. He will toss it right side now for Price. Inside the 45, inside the 40, and Beckett Price has a first down, 11 yards to the Jamestown 38 before he's taken down by Mason Gibson.
He's definitely got some great speed as he was able to maneuver around, I think, 3 different defenders and make a miss.
It's deceptive, too, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is.
I mean, he does not look like a speed back. He looks like a power back at 5'11" and 180, but he can scoot. The junior Beckett Price. A receiver to either side and an I formation. Tight end right, Jackson Barth. On 1st and 10 from the Jamestown 39, toss left. And this time, no way is Graydon Thorlickson fooled. It's a 5-yard left. Graydon's had enough of this toss stuff.
Oh, yeah, I definitely saw him developing that play. He knew exactly where the ball going, and he hit that pursuit angle hard.
2nd and 15 from the Saints.
Had it been a halfback pass, it probably would have been wide open because he crashed so hard.
Definitely.
2nd and 15, and this is probably not where St. Mary's wants to be, though what we have seen in this game is they will not stop running the football just because it's long yardage. 2nd and 15, I formation, a receiver to either side, and Wilson hands it straight up the middle, and not much, a yard, maybe 2 for Price. Gainer again. 3rd down and 13. All right, Coach Rappel, what's the call here?
I think that you should look for a play-action pass, maybe see a open fly down the sideline again like earlier in the first half. That was called back.
Or the one where the receiver got so far behind the defense. I'm on a torn quad. I might could have caught that. Might. 3rd down and 13. Shotgun split backfield 2 to the short side left. Man in motion is Ruggles. On 3rd and 13. A pass for Wilson. He pumps. He goes deep. Looking down the left side. That ball is caught at the 6-yard line by Jacoby Grimm. 37 yards, and it's 1st and goal. Good call, Vinny. They went straight down the right side off a play action.
Definitely a perfectly executed throw, and definitely a great catch by the receiver. As he was the ball was thrown a little short, but he was able to come back and make the grab.
1st and goal, St. Mary's at the 8. After a 35-yard completion.
1st and goal at the Blue Jay 8-yard line.
I formation, the deep back is Price. A receiver to either side from the left hash. It's Price angling right inside the 5 and down to the 4 before he's viciously tackled by Mason Gibson.
Tackled by Gibson on
He got just slung to the ground.
Defense is definitely showing their aggression.
4:40 and counting, 3rd quarter. On the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard, it's 19-13 Blue Jays, but for how long? 2nd and goal, St. Mary's on the 4. Shotgun split, Wildcat look. And it's kept right up the middle by Price, and he's down to the 1. So they had the quarterback in the backfield, but he was lined up where the fullback would be. And it's 3rd and goal.
I think it's interesting that the running back was just trying to dive for the plane, but I think if he just kept running, he would have made it in there.
It sure looked that way. So now 3rd and goal from the 1.
For the Blue Jay defense on 3rd down and goal for the Saints.
Saints moving left to right, trying to answer the Jamestown touchdown with one of their own. I formation, a receiver to either side. Under the center is Wilson. He takes the snap, gives it to the first man through, touchdown, Zach Richter.
1-yard touchdown run.
And the game is tied again. Zach Richter with the touchdown run. And with 3:44 to go in the 3rd, it's 19-19. Which is a really good brand of root beer, mind you. 1919. Just throwing that out there.
Definitely my favorite.
Here's the extra point for Asher Coughlin. When I go to Johnny B's Brick House, that's what I get to drink. The extra point would give St. Mary's the lead. It is up, and it is good. It was not pretty, but it is good. And a new score on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard with 3:44 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's the St. Mary's Saints 20 and the Jamestown Blue Jays 19 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Before you can start building a business, you have to have great builders. Hillerud Construction is a builder of high-quality commercial buildings, and they're hiring talented labor and carpenters to help them do just that. Vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and health insurance benefits for full-time employees, plus great pay depending on experience. Apply at 1008 2nd Avenue Southeast, Jamestown, or visit HillerudConstruction.com. Again, visit HillerudConstruction.com, and let's get building.
Jamestown 107.1.
St. Mary's right back on top with our fourth lead change of the night, 20-19. And here's the kick from left to right. That looked like a fair catch signal. They don't rule it as one. Across the 30, over the 40, to the 45, all the way to the 50, and into St. Mary's territory at the 49-yard line goes Seffi Saylor. He put his hand in the air, then caught it and took off. I'm a little surprised they let him. They did, and he got all the way to the Saints 49.
Definitely a strong run, as there was people trying to hit him, and he was able to bounce off the 3 tackles and keep getting more yards.
So now, over to you, Jamestown, after the Saints took the lead again. 1st and 10, and officially the 48, with Twins stacked on both sides of the field. Now it comes back to the 49. Twins stacked on both sides of the field, and Liam Fry, 12 yards, or check that. Yeah, 14 yards from 1,000. He gets the handoff and gets 2 more.
Brought down by Richter.
He's at 125, which gives him 988. He needs 12 more for 1,000. 3:20 and counting, third quarter. Jamestown down a point, 20-19. 2 receivers right, 1 left, and an up back in the game. To the left is Van Berkom. Man in fly sweep motion, handoff, Fry over the 45, inside the 40, Liam Fry, first down to the 37. That's 9 more. And he's up to 134, which leaves him 3 away.
Definitely a great running back, because he was able to make a couple guys miss, and he was able to get a lot more yards.
He runs low to the ground, too. He's 6'2", but he does not run 6'2". From the 38. Man in fly sweep motion, and it's Fry going right inside the 35. He's got 1,000 yards, and he's down to the 30. 8 yards and over 1,000 for Liam Fry.
Second down and a couple, ball at the Saints 30-yard line. On that carry for Liam Fry, he just went over 1,000 yards on the season.
That is some accomplishment for Liam Fry. And now on 2nd and 2, he's going to add to it inside the 30 to the 28 and a first down. Congratulations to Liam Fry, the first 1,000-yard rusher in a very long time. Roldy was trying to find when the last time it happened was earlier tonight. I don't know if Jim found it or not, but it happened in 2025. Remember way back then? First down at the 28-yard line. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. St. Mary's may have jumped again. Jamestown must be getting them with the hard count. Now it's going to be 1st and 5. And that makes it really easy to call offense. 1st and 5. From the 23 of St. Mary's, 97 seconds, third quarter, on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard, and the Saints up a point. Shotgun trips left, tight end Van Berkom to the right, handoff, Fry with room, inside the 20, Liam is near the marker, but he's just short, he's got 4. And Liam Fry figures, why stop at 1,000?
Tackled by Richter.
Second down and 1 at the 19.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 1.
A receiver to either side.
Ball at the 19 of the Saints.
And a handoff. It's Fry, and he spins his way, lost the football, and St. Mary's has it at their own 15. It is recovered by Marcus Anderson, and there's the bugaboo for Jamestown. Their turnover margin this year is now a -12. That's their 21st turnover of the season in 9 games, and that's a bugaboo. It is hard to win games with a -12 for sure. But St. Mary's is backed up at their own 16. Also, that's a bugaboo with the red zone as well. There have been difficulties in the last 20 this season for Jamestown. Now they go Wildcat. And a handoff off the left side across the 20 and out to the 24. 8 yards for Price, and he took Remick with him for all 8 of them. Beckett Price up to 129 yards. How about these running backs? Price with 129, Fry with 147.
They both have been definitely very physical running backs in this game, and they're both leaving it all out on the field.
2nd and 2 at the 24. St. Mary's knows they will play next week. Jamestown knows they will not. Final 20 seconds, probably the final play of the third, is 2nd and 2. St. Mary's on their own 24, and a handoff to the big guy Richter, and he's got a first down out to the 30. He got 6 on the final play of our third quarter. We have got a good one going here at Raleigh-Greeno Field at Charlotte and Gordon Hansen Stadium. After 36 minutes, it's the St. Mary's Saints 20 and the Jamestown Blue Jays 19 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
The Frontier Fort invites you in for a true Dakota Territory dining experience. This unique location looks like an authentic 1800s fort. Head upstairs and you'll be greeted with the mouth-watering aroma of freshly grilled ribeyes and barbecued ribs. They're open from 4 to 9 Monday through Saturday, and their legendary prime rib is served on Fridays and Saturdays. Call 252-7492 for takeout. The Frontier Fort, on the road to the Buffalo in Jamestown.
Jamestown 107.1.
On to the fourth quarter we go in a game that is very much hanging in the balance. St. Mary's 20, Jamestown 19, with Sean Hogan, our eyes in the sky, and Mike Side, Benny Rappel. I'm BJ Walters. Happy to have you with us. A full weekend of football across the I3G Media Sports Network, including the Jamestown Jimmies and the Bemidji State Beavers tomorrow at Chet Anderson Stadium, 12:30 airtime. That's why I'm here, because David has arrived, or is very close to arriving, in Bemidji with the team. And good luck to head coach Brian Mistro and the Jimmies tomorrow as they go for win number 2, coming off the bye. Here, it is 1st and 10 St. Mary's on their own 30-yard line. Yards in that third quarter, 86-78 Jamestown, but the turnover, the big story in that third quarter. Split shotgun backfield and a handoff coming to the left over the 35 to the 40. First down, Beckett Price all the way to the 43, 13 yards.
Again, more strong running from the running backs.
This is that kind of game where if ever there was going to be a game where you might get worn down by the end, this is it, because these two teams have really played a physical brand of football.
Absolutely.
13-yard first down run gives Price 142 yards on the ground tonight.
Whoever has the ball last is going to win.
I formation with the wing to the left, Jackson Barth, and a receiver to either side. Under the center is Tommy Wilson. Man in motion left to right, and a handoff right side. It's Price over the 45. Boy, he was getting a lot of blocking from Richter, and he got 3 yards.
Knocked down by Mack. Picks up 3, 2nd and 7.
The tackle was made for Jamestown by H.C. Mack. And it's 2nd down and 7. St. Mary's on their own 46. 10:40 and counting. Fourth quarter on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard, and a nail-biter, 20-19. I formation, tight end Barth to the left. And Wilson will give it to the first man through, and this time Remick's not fooled. No gain for Richter.
Remick has definitely been a big part of this defense for Jamestown tonight.
3rd down and 7. The Saints are 2 for 6 on their 3rd downs tonight.
3rd down and 7 for the Saints.
3rd down and 7 upcoming. They need the Jamestown 47-yard line.
It's 3rd and long for the Saints. Let's hear it for the Blue Jay defense.
But we know in long yardage they've not been afraid to run the football, so the whole playbook's open. On 3rd and 7, split shotgun backfield. Man in motion, Ruggles into the formation from the left. And looking to throw is Wilson. He'll throw it left side. That ball is caught on a dive at the Jamestown 43. Excellent catch by Jacoby Grimm for 11 yards.
Definitely a great effort and definitely a good placed ball. It was right in the window where he was open.
And it is the 15th first down for St. Mary's tonight. They're 3rd and 7 third down attempts. And they have it at the Jamestown 44, so 10 yards on the play. Doesn't really matter 10 or 11 yards. It was a big first down. Now keep in mind, even a touchdown does not make this a 2-possession game. It's 20-19. Shotgun split backfield, and a Hillerud construction timeout is called by St. Mary's head coach Toby Schweitzer. Will take it as well. 9:13 to play, fourth quarter. 20-19, St. Mary's on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Buffalo City Diesel Jamestown is your one-stop shop for experienced truck services. Their top-notch techs are trained in the latest technology and can identify and fix problems in your medium or heavy-duty diesel trucks and buses. Buffalo City Diesel also offers roadside assistance, trailer services, and truck parts. Call Buffalo City Diesel today at 701-253-2844. That's Buffalo City Diesel at 701-253-2844.
Jamestown 107.1.
Our video stream tonight on the Jamestown 107.1 YouTube Sports YouTube channel, courtesy of Johnny B's Brick House. You've got a whole bunch of people in this booth. I bet we all like Johnny B's Brick House. Oh, that's right. We got to get my dad out there. That's right. 1st and 10 on the Jamestown 44. Shotgun. Wilson hands it off right side. It's the big fella inside the 40 and down at the 40-yard line. 4 yards for Zach Richter. Only 2 players have carried the football for St. Mary's, Richter and Price. And they have combined for 195 yards on 33 carries.
It's definitely no secret that those are their 2 main ball players.
What is that? 6 yards a carry. I'd keep doing it too. I think anyone with any sense would keep doing it. 2nd down and 6 from the Jamestown 40. Twins to the left. Now they wing Price to the right. And they'll throw it. Wilson stands, pumps, throws, deep down the right side. He's got his man. He has got it. It's Price to the 5. A 35-yard completion. They just had the running back run a wheel route.
Definitely a great play by the receiver as the ball was a little underthrown, but he was able to come back and make the grab.
1st and goal, St. Mary's. A better throw as a touchdown. It was a little bit behind him, but nonetheless, 1st and goal, Saints. And now Wilson, 8 of 13, 160 yards and a touchdown. He's averaging 20 yards of completion. Yeah, when you run the ball like this, your completions are going to be big plays. 1st and goal of the 5, under 8 to play in the 4th on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard in a 1-point game. I formation, give it left side, and going into the end zone for the touchdown is Beckett Price.
Price on the carry, 5-yard touchdown run.
And it's 26-19. With 7:45 remaining.
That's a 9-play drive that covered 84 yards.
9 plays, 84 yards, says our guy Mark McKenzie. And we are not foolish enough to try to disagree. And now it looks like St. Mary's will go for 2 to try to make this a 2-score game. So, Vinny, a very big play about to take place from the right hash mark.
Absolutely, and I think that's exactly what I would do if I was head coach, is call a 2-point play and see if they can get it lucky.
And if they get it, it's going to be a little more difficult.
Absolutely.
See if they can give it to you.
Split shotgun backfield, 2 receivers left. There's a good chance this is going to one of those bruising running backs. Now they split to the left Price. Shotgun, and looking left is Wilson. He scrambles right. He's hit. He is sacked. He is taken down back at the 14-yard line. And Bennett Gaynor got him. The 2-point try fails. New score on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard. 7:45 remaining in regulation. St. Mary's 26, Jamestown 19. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Blue Jays.
You know you don't really want that hurry-up, bought on the cheap, not sure what I got insurance coverage. Good, because Farmers Union insurance agents do things just a little different. We'll work with you personally for home, auto, business, or farm insurance and tailor the exact coverage plan you need, because we're not satisfied until you are. Different, you bet. Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
Good luck to the Blue Jays and Jimmys from your local Farmers Union agent, Steve Benyon.
Not all products underwritten.
Steve Benyon.
Not all products underwritten by Farmers Union Insurance.
Jamestown 107.1.
26-19, 7:45 remaining, fourth quarter on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard. Jamestown about to get the football for the third time this half. And the kick is going to be fielded at the 5-yard line and brought the other way by Scary, and he's met at the 17. Scary got hit hard, and it looked like getting in there to make the play was Colin Fleck. And it's up to the 19, and so Jamestown with 7:39 remaining. Here's the thing, Vinny, you really don't have to change anything.
Right, plays have been working on offense, and now it's time to see if they can make it count when it matters most.
Devils Lake leading Watford City 28-24 late in the third. And out east, it's Kindred 27-18. Here's a handoff up the middle across the 20, and up to the 24 goes, is that Fry? It is not. It is Will Bennett for 5 yards. And so Bennett gets 5, and it's second down and 5 at the 24. Central Cass trailing Kindred 27-18 halfway through the third quarter. Those two teams hate each other, and they hate each other more after Central Cass beat them in the playoffs 3 years ago. Man in motion, handoff again up the middle across the 25 and out near the 27, 3 yards for Will Bennett. This makes it third down and 2, very manageable as we approach the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. Saints 26, Jays 19.
Well, I'm assuming that they're going to give the ball right up the middle and try to get those couple yards.
Speaking of Blue Jays, 2-2 through 4 innings in Game 1 of the World Series. Dalton Varsho with a 2-run home run off of Blake Snell. That's a lefty hitting a 2-run homer off Snell. Third down and 2, and a pass. It's a screen. They set it up left side, and it's through the hands of a wide-open Will Bennett with 20 yards of green turf ahead of him. Incomplete.
Definitely a costly drop, as they could have gained a lot of yards on that play.
Now,
run that play again.
Would you go for this? The answer is no. Here comes the punt unit. Graydon Thorlickson is in to punt. Is there any thought of faking this that comes across your mind?
I mean, at this point, yeah, it's possible.
It's 4th and 2 on their own 27, and St. Mary's has nobody back deep to get the punt. The snap is back, and the kick is away. It's very high. It's spinning. It bounces at the 47 and goes down to the St. Mary's 43-yard line. It is a 30-yard punt and no return, and now the pressure's on the defense. You got to get a stop here with 6:10 to play. The Saints have 197 yards in this Second half. Check that, 145 yards in the second half. To Jamestown's 94 since halftime.
Definitely the biggest drive of this game so far.
No doubt. 6:10 to play on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard. Jamestown with all 3 timeouts left. St. Mary's with 2. They'll come out in a shotgun split backfield with a receiver to either side, and the tight end to the left is Barth. Handoff going left with room over the 45. This is all coming back for a hold. It's a first down run that doesn't count.
Brought down by having your flag on the play.
And another costly penalty. That's going to come back, and it's going to be first down and 20. And now, if you're the defense, you're thinking we can get a stop. And they must get a stop here pretty soon.
Definitely a lot riding on this Jamestown defense.
I think we've seen one punt by either team tonight. It's been a reasonably well-played game. Unfortunately, the biggest play right now is the fumble in the red zone for Jamestown. So now from the 33-yard line, just above the UJ logo, on the right side of the field, I do not even bother with north, south, east, and west. The receiver either side, split shotgun backfield. Hand off to the big back, and getting across the 35 to the 39 for 6 yards is big Zach Richter.
Brought down by Mack.
He's also been another running back that's been running hard in this game.
He certainly has, yes.
Gain of 5 makes it 2nd and 15.
Second down and
39.
about 14 from the 39-yard line. We have 5:30 and counting. Fourth quarter, Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard reads 26-19 St. Mary's. A receiver to either side. Shotgun split backfield, tight end Barth left. Shotgun snap to Wilson. He'll hand it off. Coming to the left over the 45 and up to the 47 for about 8 yards is Beckett Price. Price now up to 155 rushing yards. But it is 3rd down and 7, and again, a crucial play in this game.
Definitely the biggest play of this game so far. The question is, will they throw it?
They've been throwing it about 10 yards in depth.
St. Mary's 47.
In these sorts of situations. Outs about 10 yards in depth. We'll see what they do here on 3rd down and 7 from their own 47 on the left hash. 8 to get the snap off. Whatever they're going to do, they better hurry up about it. Shotgun split backfield. Wilson has the snap. He wants to throw. He steps up. He's hit as he throws deep down the right side. That ball is caught at the 20-yard line. What a grab by Jacoby Grimm.
What a perfectly thrown ball.
33 yards and a first down to Grimm.
That ball could not have been any more perfect, and obviously the receiver with the easy catch, he caught it and was able to get those yards.
Going to give my dad some credit. He said they're throwing it to 15, and they threw it to 15. Coach Walters, I don't even know if that's true. I'm just saying things now, but maybe back in his day he was Coach Walters. I'll have to ask him about that. It was probably baseball, though, if anything. From the 20, and now timeouts come into play as well. I formation, tight end right. Hand off to the first man through, Richter. And he's down to the 16 for 4 yards. And he's got 60. They have run for 215 yards. And thrown for 193. 408 yards of offense for St. Mary's. And if they get another 16, that might just be enough to get out of here with a win.
They've definitely been playing a great game offensively, and now they're trying to put the icing on the cake.
2nd and 6 at the 16 of Jamestown. 3:15 and counting. Fourth quarter on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard. It's 26-19 Saints. Split shotgun backfield for Wilson. And he will hand it off. Going left and nothing doing. Cody Merritt made the play. A 2-yard loss for Price.
Loss of a couple and flag.
And now late flags all over the place. If it's on St. Mary's, it's completely unnecessary. If it's on Jamestown, it's way worse.
I think it's going to be unnecessary roughness after the play on Jamestown.
Oh, goodness. That would be automatic first down. Oh, gosh. Here's the call. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Jamestown. Oh, boy. First and goal, Saints. That is just the kind of play you can't have.
Definitely a big costly play.
Jamestown has not lost 8 in a row for 9 years. Now they need something akin to a miracle to prevent that from happening. They need a defensive stop of some sort, a turnover or something. And timeouts are about to become a factor with 2:40 to play in the fourth. I formation, receiver to either side, tight end right. That's Barth. Under the center, Wilson. And he will hand it off up the middle. And to the 6-yard line goes the big man, Richter.
Brought down by Mack.
He gets 4. Second and goal. A little surprised Bill Nelson's not using a timeout there, but he hasn't yet.
Second and goal at the Blue Jays.
Second and goal at the 6.
Hawkins, Mack, and you won.
He only had 2.
Are you serious? You lost 7 in a row and you're talking smack? That's just unbelievable.
2 minutes left and counting. Under 10 on the play clock. Saints on second and goal at the 6. I formation for Wilson. He hands it off right side and into the end zone for a touchdown. His third of the night is Beckett Price, and that might be enough to get St. Mary's out of a first-round game with Kindred.
7 plays, 57 yards.
7 plays, 57 yards.
Definitely exactly what Century was looking for. Or St. Mary's, I apologize.
Now the extra point upcoming for Coghlan.
Very different teams.
Very different teams. And I'm pretty sure both of them would be upset with you for getting it wrong. Coghlan for the point. It's a low snap, and that kick is good. New score, 1:46 remaining at Hansen Stadium. It's now St. Mary's 33 and Jamestown 19 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Jamestown 107.1.
Couple of score updates. Century has beaten Bismarck 14-13, and Horace and Shanley, after 3 quarters, are now tied at 33. Line drive kick, angled left, taken across the 20, across the 30, and out to the 33-yard line goes Aiden Scary. So now, Vinny, I mean, this is pretty simple. 101 seconds left. You need 2 timeouts. You got to get busy.
Right, they definitely need to look at some big plays and big plays fast, as they got a lot of work to do.
Tommy Wilson in the second half, 4 of 4 for 113 yards passing for St. Mary's. Now, empty formation, looking to throw with Schmidt. He stands, he throws it deep. Down the right side, it's underthrown and intercepted. Picked up by Jacoby Grimm, back across the 50 to the 45, and St. Mary's are not going to have to play Kindred. In fact, with results going the way they're going, it is Central beating Red River 30-14 in the fourth. That would mean, I believe, who won the Central Cass Grand Forks Central game a couple weeks ago? That was, I want to say, well, that was last week, in fact, and Central Cass won it. So it's still going to be Central Cass that the Saints are going to play. Now I formation. Wilson gives it, nowhere to go. 3-yard loss for Richter, and a Hilliard construction timeout is called by Bill Nelson. And we will take it as well with 1:25 to go in the fourth quarter on the Gun and Rail Sports scoreboard. This Hilliard construction timeout comes with the score 33-19 Saints on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Some of us were born to farm. Some diesels, like Cenex Premium Diesel, were born to fuel. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn to reduce particulate matter and keep filters cleaner for longer. Fuel your equipment like a pro with Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster and leave typical number 2 diesel to the amateurs. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
Jamestown 107.1.
3 minutes to go in the fourth. Devils lead.
Jamestown still with 2 timeouts left. They need to get a 3 and out, get the ball back, and score twice, all in 85 seconds.
Is it likely? No, but is it possible? Absolutely.
I formation. And a handoff to the right side. This is a new running back across the 45 to the 47. And that new running back is Colby Hollenbeck, getting 4 yards. We'll keep it here after this Hilliard construction timeout. So Colby Hollenbeck gets 4, and a third down upcoming with 1:20 to play. A first down now ends the game. They would be able to go into victory formation again. Jamestown has not lost 8 consecutive games since the 2016 season. They won their opening game against a Wahpeton team that may be getting their first win of the year tonight. They lead 24-19 with 3.5 minutes to go over Fargo South. It's now 40-33 Horace over Shanley in AAA. And Minot North, no problem with Dickinson, 22-0. There's your state champion, by the way, in AA, Minot North. Third down and 9, I formation. A receiver to either side and a handoff for a 2-yard loss. And a Hilliard construction timeout is called again. That handoff went to Noah Schmidt for a 2-yard loss. So, look, Vinny just said it. Is it likely? Nope. But Jamestown has done the first step. They've gotten the 3 and out. They'll get the ball back. But now they got to get busy.
Defeated Mandan 34-12. That's final. 34-12 Legacy.
Legacy has defeated Mandan 34-12. So in AAA WDA, Century's the 1 seed, Bismarck's the 2 seed, Legacy's the 3 seed, Mandan's the 4 seed. That's how that will go in AAA. Coming up, RM Stout post-game report. We'll have stats, scores, and a look ahead to tomorrow. Vinny and I have only begun our weekend of football. Jamestown's going to bring the house on this punt. And why not? Nobody back. There's the snap. Here comes the rush. He got the kick away, and that's all that he needed to do. Inside the 20, and it dies at the 21-yard line. It doesn't matter that it's only a 24-yard punt, Vinny. The whole point there was get the punt off.
Absolutely. He was able to do what he needed to do, and it's basic positioning for Jamestown.
So, obviously you got to go to the air. Obviously you need a bunch of chunk plays. And honestly, from this position, you probably at some point got to get a little lucky.
Right, they're definitely going to have to look to maybe a Hail Mary.
4 receivers, rolling right Schmidt. He throws on the move, incomplete. Almost intercepted. Second down. Fascinated by the rolling out, especially when you need chunk plays. That takes away half the field. Fascinated by that, but he does have Schmidt going to his strong side, his right side. On 2nd and 10 from the 21, shotgun, Schmidt to throw. He stands, he steps up, he throws a deep shot down the left side, got a man. 50, inside the 45, and out of bounds at the 42-yard line is Remick. 37 yards, a first down.
That's exactly what they needed. Now they got to build off of it, and with little time.
Now the good news is he got out of bounds. The clock stops.
First and 10 at the St. Mary's.
From the St. Mary's 43, shotgun trips right, 54 seconds. Looking to throw, Schmidt rolls the pocket right. Schmidt steps up, looks, dumps it off, caught, 35, 33, first down. Well, they wind the clock, but it's going to be a first down to Tucker Allen for 10 yards.
Complete to Tucker Allen, gain of 10 and a first down for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays hustling back to the line of scrimmage, and they spike it, and there's flags all over the place. And again, St. Mary's jumped. The ball is at the St. Mary's 33 right now. What's the call? We're waiting on it. Were there 12 on the field, maybe? Oh, there were 13 on the field. Well, all right then. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of fascinated that you needed 13 defenders to prevent the spike of the ball.
Absolutely.
What's the best defense for a team not running a real play? Have a bunch of extra dudes out there. 1st and 5 at the 28-yard line. With 38 seconds remaining. Shotgun for Carson Schmidt. On 1st and 5 at the 28. And Schmidt rolls left. He squares. He looks. He dumps it off. It's caught at the 20. Now that should be a first down, should it not? If it was 1st and 10, then it was 1st and 5. Well, we've also got a flag, so hold everything. An eligible receiver down the field for Jamestown, so now it's going to be 1st and 10 again. So we're pretty much right where we started. At the 33-yard line with 31 seconds left, and Jamestown needing a miracle.
1st and 14.
1st and 15 for the Blue Jays.
So now it's 1st and 15. Looking to throw across the middle. That was caught at the 15. First down. 18 more yards across the middle. And again, it's Remick to the 15. And now the officials signal that the ball's now ready for play, and there's the spike and the incompletion, 2nd down. Jamestown has 14 first downs tonight, and we talked about the Saints having a lot of yards. Jamestown has gone over 300 themselves on this drive. 2nd and 10 at the 15, center of the field, trying to give themselves at least a desperate shot at this thing. In the final 22 seconds, Schmidt to throw. He throws left side, and it's batted away. Nicely done by the defender, Brady Ruggles, and it's 3rd down. 19 seconds remaining.
Ruggles in coverage. 3rd down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Ball at the 15 of the Saints.
Blue Jays this year have been outscored 77-50 in the 4th coming in, and 13-0 tonight. Trips left. Schmidt to throw. He dumps it off right side, and it's a good thing that wasn't caught because the clock would have run out. Now it's 4th and 10. The clock would have absolutely run out on him right there. 4th and 10 at the 15.
I don't think they're going to be looking to get a first down as more as just looking for a touchdown.
Because you need 2 of them in 16 seconds. I did that once on NCAA football video game. Haven't seen it too much in real life, but let's see. 4 receivers. On 4th and 10, Schmidt scrambles, gets away from one, now throws on the move to the back of the end zone through the hands of the intended receiver, Saylor, and that will be that.
Saints take over on downs.
He actually got a good look at that.
Right, he definitely had a good throw. Definitely scrambled perfect, and he was able to deliver a good ball.
So one kneel down is what is demanded of St. Mary's, and then they will take on the Central Cass Squirrels next week in Castleton. The Jays have their first 8-game losing streak since 2016. Taking the snap and dropping to a knee is Wilson. The final seconds tick off of the season for the Jamestown Blue Jays. And the final score tonight at Raleigh Greeno Field at Charlotte and Gordon Hansen Stadium, the St. Mary's Saints 33 and the Jamestown Blue Jays 19. And our RM Stout post-game report comes in a moment on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
This is Brent Hansen, a senior at Delax-Billington High School and the 2025-26 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. Where do high school students learn about competition, free enterprise, morals, values, and how to succeed in our society? In uniquely staged high school activity programs. You can be a part of this valuable learning experience by attending a number of the many high school athletic, music, and speech events in your community. This has been a public service message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
When you're working outdoors, unpredictability is the norm. Tackle your toughest.
Back in Jamestown, where the Jamestown Blue Jays have fallen to the St. Mary's Saints. They fall by a final count of 33-19 tonight in Jamestown. BJ Walters with you along with Vinny Rappel. And for Jamestown, Vinny, this was a game where they certainly did have their opportunities. Frankly, they played a pretty decent game, but in the end, they could not quite get enough stops defensively, and St. Mary's really ran the ball effectively tonight.
Right, it was definitely a big fourth quarter for St. Mary's, as Jamestown just wasn't able to keep up in that fourth quarter.
The Blue Jays will finish the season by a final count tonight of 33-19. They will finish 1-8, while St. Mary's goes to 4-5 on the year, and they are going into the playoffs hot. They've now won 3 in a row.
Definitely.
All right, we'll come back and have statistics and scores from around the state in just a moment. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Blue Jays.
When you're working outdoors, unpredictability is the norm. Tackle your toughest jobs with the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. This rugged side-by-side brings the power with reliable torque for towing and smooth shifting for the trails. Choose from 3 trims, Standard, Deluxe, or the True Timber Forest Edition. See the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700 at Gun and Reel Sports, downtown Jamestown. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, close side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
Parents, keep your kids on track by scheduling a well child or teen visit at Essentia Health. Annual well child visits help catch potential issues early to support the healthiest future possible. In addition to thorough exams and vaccinations, our team provides valuable health and safety advice and takes time to discuss any physical or mental health concerns. Call your local Essentia Health clinic or visit essentiahealth.org to schedule a well child or teen visit today.
At Unison Bank, we provide financial solutions for customers to meet their needs today and achieve their dreams tomorrow. From personal banking services like checking accounts, mortgage and auto loans, to business banking services. At Unison Bank, we offer financial solutions with prompt responses and quality service. Visit unisonbank.com for more information. Located in Jamestown, Linton, and Wishing, as well as Gilbert, Arizona. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's Twins baseball season, and at RM Stout Incorporated, we're hitting a grand slam of deals on new and used vehicles. Just like the Twins, we're dedicated to winning for you. From sleek sedans and SUVs to powerful trucks, find your perfect ride at RM Stout Inc. We've got the selection, the service, and the financing options you need. So root for the Twins and cruise on down to RM Stout today. Visit us in Jamestown. Call 701-252-2270 or browse online at stoutcars.com. RM Stout Incorporated, for the best value.
Need some custom screen printed t-shirts? Lots of t-shirts? You need originals.
Originals!
Or do you just need one shirt with your corporate logo for the new guy?
Originals!
Caps, jackets, U sizes, adult sizes, Blue Jay apparel, Jimmy apparel. You need originals. There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals. They can also do online stores for your sports team or business. 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays. Visit originals.com.
Johnny B's Brickhouse, famous for their pizza, but wait, there's pasta, and their amazing wings, and fresh ground hamburgers, tasty salads and appetizers too. And for dessert, you can't beat their sweet sticks. Come on out for Tuesday night trivia and live entertainment every Thursday night. The place to be is Johnny B's, smack dab in the middle of Main Street, downtown Jamestown. And remember, for delivery and carryout, call 952-8777.
Jamestown 107.1.
A tough one for the Blue Jays. They fall 33-19. Back on the RM Stout postgame report. RM Stout, your local Dodge, Ram, and Chevy dealer in Jamestown. And Vinny, now let's take a look at some of the numbers from this one. St. Mary's had 18 first downs. They ran the ball 42 times for 224 yards and 4 touchdowns. Tommy Wilson tonight was 9 of 14 for 193 yards and a touchdown. He had Jacoby Grimm, who had 3 catches for 78 yards after halftime. 35, 10, and 33. And the other catch after halftime was Beckett Price, 35 yards on that wheel route. And so in the second half, Wilson was 4 of 4 for 113 yards passing. Beckett Price was really good. 159 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in the game. For Jamestown, they had 14 first downs. They had 28 carries for 179 yards, 147 of those to Liam Fry. He goes over 1,000 yards tonight. Carson Schmidt was 8 of 17 for 135 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. 3 catches for 58 yards by Jagger Remick. Remick was fantastic on that last drive with a 37-yarder and an 18-yarder. 1 on the sideline, 1 cutting across the middle. Good stuff there. And the big number, and it was a big number all year for Jamestown, the turnovers. The turnovers got them yet again. They finished minus 13 on turnover ratio, and that is a big reason why they have their first 8-game losing streak in 9 years to wrap up this season. Now, next year, the good news is they'll get Brady Nenow back at quarterback from his ankle surgery, and boy, you got Nenow coming back with guys like Tucker Allen, Eric Van Berkham coming back. So some nice pieces coming back. They'll have to figure out what to do without Liam Fry, though, and that won't be easy.
Liam Fry was definitely a big part of the game tonight for Jamestown, as he was able to run hard, and he definitely gave it everything he had in his last game.
And in his last season, 1,000 yards. I'm sure Jamestown would just prefer it not be 40 more years before someone else does this. You know, that would kind of be their preference. All right, we'll take a break, come back, look at scores, and wrap it up in just a moment after we pause. First, 10 seconds for station identification on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
And now let's take our final break on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, you set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and Experience IQ today at www.dakotacentral.com.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, the largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But if you can't wait to go to the store, Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at hugos.com. Once you're done shopping, choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace, online shopping at hugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Jamestown 107.1.
Tonight, a tough one for the Jamestown Blue Jays as they fall 33-19 to the St. Mary's Saints. BJ Walters, Vinny Rappel back with you. Let's now set the playoff picture as best we can for you, because with a minute left, Minot North, they were already the 1 seed. They're the number 1 team in the state. They lead Dickinson 22-7 with a minute left. Devils Lake held off Watford City 43-36. So Devils Lake is the 2 seed. St. Mary's is the 3. Watford City is the 4. What does that mean? Well, Kindred had better get ready to face a whole lot of running next week, because they've got Watford City, and all Watford City does is line up in a rugby scrum, and you got to find the ball. So good luck. It'll be rugby. No, it won't be rugby, actually. It might look that way. I don't know. It'll be Kindred against Watford City next week. Central Cass against St. Mary's. It will be Devils Lake against, it looks for all the world like Central, and Minot North against Red River. That is about the worst draw that Minot North could have gotten in the first round. Red River has a legitimate stud on their roster, and they've moved him to quarterback this last one. That is the worst draw Minot North could have possibly gotten, but that's what the draw is going to be. Kindred has beaten Central Cass 41-26 out east. Congratulations to Wahpeton, 30-19 over Fargo South. They get a win this year. Now in AAA, Minot, they will not be without a win this year. The battle of the winlesses goes to Minot, 35-0 over Williston. Legacy beat Mandan 34-12, and Century edged out Bismarck 14-13. Out east, West Fargo upset Cheyenne 28-7 with 4 minutes left. Horace leads Shanley 47-39, and Davies with 3 minutes left leads North 34-21. Jamestown Jimmy's volleyball fell in 3 sets to Minnesota State tonight. They are at St. Cloud State tomorrow. And Jamestown High School cross country will run at the state meet tomorrow. After the Class B meet was today, the Class A meet is tomorrow here in the Buffalo City. And one further check on Game 1 of the World Series. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 2-2. But the Blue Jays have 2 on and nobody out in the 6th inning. And just because I'm curious now, who is in the game pitching for the Dodgers? It is, I doubt that it is still Snell. He's given up 8 hits, but he's still in there. 2 on, nobody out for Toronto in that one. Now, tomorrow, Jamestown Jimmy's football looking for their 2nd win of the year. They are on the shores of Lake Bemidji to take on the Bemidji State Beavers. 12:30 airtime here on Jamestown 107.1 with David. And then Jamestown High School volleyball with their final week of the regular season next week. And boy, they've got 2 really good teams coming to town. First, the Minot Majets on Tuesday, 6:45 airtime on Jamestown 107.1 and here on YouTube. And then Thursday, the heavy favorite, perhaps, to win the state championship, the Century Patriots, come in here on Thursday night. And, of course, David will have them both for you here on Jamestown 107.1 and on the Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube channel. For Vinny and myself, we will head to Vinny's neck of the woods, New Rockford, tomorrow. The number 1 seeded New Rockford Cheyenne Maddock Rockets take on the Hatton Northwood Thunder, a team they're familiar with. Northwood just left the region this year. Somebody had to replace Mayport CG in Sargent County. That was the team that did it, going over to Region 1. And we will be with you. In fact, Ricky and I will start the day at noon on KDAK 100.1 AM 1600. Then at 12:30, Ricky has the 11A playoff game between the Ellendale Edgeley-Colm Thunder and the Grafton Spoilers. That's on KDDR The Tornado. And at 1:30, Mark McKenzie and Vance Steeman have Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobo football on Thunder Country 98.3 as they host the Four Winds Indians. Vinny, your final thoughts on this one? This was an entertaining football game.
It definitely was. I think it was back and forth for sure for the first 3 quarters, and then in that fourth quarter, Jamestown just was not able to get the momentum back as St. Mary's was able to control the fourth quarter, and that's why they won the football game.
They certainly did. And so the final record for Jamestown in 2025, 1-8. Our great thanks to Jim Roldson, the athletics director and activities director at Jamestown High School, for helping us out this evening. Now, speaking on behalf of him, Sean Hogan, and Vinny Rappel, my name is BJ Walters. Our great thanks as well to David Burrell, giving us the opportunity to bring you this one tonight while he gets ready for BSU and UJ tomorrow. It was a good one tonight for the Jamestown Blue Jays, but in the end, it finished all too familiarly in 2025. The final count tonight at Raleigh-Greenough Field at Charlotte and Gordon Hansen Stadium, the Bismarck St. Mary's Saints 33, the Jamestown Blue Jays 19. Thanks so much for joining us, and good night from the Buffalo City. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Jamestown Blue Jays football has been brought to you by Creative Energy and Dan Superstop, Dakota Central, Hugo's Family Marketplace, Otter Tail Power Company, Professional Eye Care Centers, The Frontier Ford Grill, Unison Bank, Hillerud Construction, SMP Health Ave Maria, Gun and Reel Sports, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Insurance, Steve Benyon Agent, Jamestown Country Club, the Chiropractic Arts Clinic, Originals, Apex Physical Therapy, Jamestown Parks and Recreation, Johnny B's Brickhouse, Buffalo City Diesel, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, RM Stout, and Pit Stop Express Lube. The preceding has been a presentation of the voice of the Blue Jays, Jamestown 107.1.